Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikini and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote scripts.
All right here is no mystery. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 557. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Flick.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Brian.
And with us this week, it's been 4 years in the making. The Love Doctor is here. Dr. Bednar. Welcome, Doctor.
Oh, wait, I got a button for that, don't I?
Yes, you do, but you're a little late on it.
I'm very late.
There it is.
I thought you were going to do the...
You can't hear it, Doctor, because you don't have headphones on.
I thought you were going to play the bounce off the rim. Donk.
They call
That's
that a
laser.
rim shot.
How you doing, Doctor?
Which just gives me a good reason to listen back to this, because really I probably wasn't going to.
You need talking to the mic.
Closer to
Now
the
I
mic.
need to know.
Oh, there you go.
Playing in between.
Okay. Dr. Bednar, for those that are newer to the show, and we've had a lot of new people lately, new listeners, so we appreciate that, is a love doctor.
Doctor of Love.
So Dr. Bednar talks about relationships, about love, music, and porn. So I don't think about porn, but everything else. So he's like Dr. Drew, but actually trustworthy. So we have some questions for him later on. Please note that you should take his advice with a grain of salt.
Yeah, his advice is for entertainment purposes only.
Yes. So just remember that.
I'm not going to say I'm a fraud, but I'm not going to say I'm a fraud.
Good call.
I do have to remind people, since you didn't, I mean, we do have to let you know, if you are new, Dr. Bednar is the person responsible for the best theme song in podcasting.
Yes.
Which you should have heard about a minute ago.
Mm-hmm. He also performed it live on our podcast.
Yes, holiday episode number 4, your 4th holiday episode, I think.
I think so.
We all sang that one live. That was a live take.
One take.
Single take.
Yes.
We talked about it very briefly. Blake didn't listen, but he caught on. Typical of the show, if you ask me.
That is very good. That is true. Dr. Bednar is here. He's just going to hang out. We're going to talk to him, and it's good to see you.
Maybe we should do the on the spot a cappella theme song right now.
And go. Go on, Doctor.
Go.
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears. Where do they live? I don't know. Gummy bears. Where do they go?
I just know it's about comic books and movies.
That's
but
right.
not so much anymore. I need to revamp it to include
Me.
interesting foods.
Brian.
It's about Brian Hackney now. It's just Brian Hackney now.
Yeah, that works for me, guys. Change
That's all you need to know about is that. It's Brian.
It's me. Change approved.
What about Jim? Is Jim in there?
I don't have to be. I'm
But
good.
it's the Brian Hackney song.
Oh,
Yeah. Obviously, you didn't hear it.
Hey, I can write
what?
I can write a theme song for each of you.
There we
So
go.
that way, before each one of you talk in the very next episode, each time you say, "Hold on, You'll have your own
Our introduction
theme song.
Oh, I can hit a
25
button
minutes.
for each time someone starts to talk.
I like this because
You don't have to do it every time.
That means we can record for 3 hours now.
Oh, wonderful. Love it. Love it.
Imagine how slap happy Jason will get after hour 2.
Let's go wrap it up.
It's 9:29. Get out of my house.
I am off tomorrow, so that helps.
We can go till midnight tonight.
I don't know about that. Still have to get the kids off to school. Anyways, let's see here. Doug. Dr. Bednar wasn't the only guest this week. Doug, number one fan, stopped by.
There's not enough room in this room for him and his hands.
Just his hands.
Just his hands. He's just like, no.
Yeah.
He's out in the green room. He's just like handing us treats.
The first thing he handed you, Brian, is Shackalicious extra large gummies. So they're in the shape of Shaq's head. They're peach, berry punch, and orange.
They have to be XL because the only thing that does not look small in his hands.
In Shaq's or Doug's?
Yes.
He also got Pringles Texas barbecue brisket.
Those are actually pretty good. I've had those.
Okay. This scares me. Sour Patch Apple Harvest.
Oh, I'm in.
Oh,
I'll eat all of those.
That makes sense.
I want them
Does it?
now.
Yeah, sure.
Sour
apple,
Patch
yeah.
Kids Apple Harvest.
I'm in.
Sour than sweet. And what else did he give? Brian, he gave you something, didn't he? In front of you, besides the pickles?
Oh, yeah. We're still doing the Jesus thing. Peeps, yeah.
They're Halloween
The
peeps.
Halloween peeps. That's
Yeah,
not
they're no
Jesus
longer
peeps.
Jesus peep.
It doesn't say
Although it
Halloween
is-
on there.
It is somebody
It's
who
an Easter candy.
It is somebody who comes back from the dead. If that's Frankenstein,
It
Frankenstein's monster. Yes.
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Peeps are a Jesus thing. It's
Yeah.
an Easter thing, and it'll never not be about Jesus.
Brian, if you don't want to eat those, I will eat all of those.
And he also gave us
Oh no!
ranch
No,
cotton candy.
No, that's bullshit. He dropped that off and didn't stick around. He has to be here for us to eat that.
That is from my daughter.
Ooh,
What is that, Jeff?
That is a cinnamon churro salted nut roll.
I'm in.
We won't be eating all this tonight because...
What?
Oh, no. Because Dr. Bednar brought something. What'd you bring, Doctor?
I cooked for you all tonight.
Whoa.
This took some serious chefing, okay?
Yeah, not like
Now-
our friendly postal service man who just drops shit off for us.
Oh man,
You brought
it's
tin
in
foil?
It's in foil. It's aluminum. They don't make tin foil
sorry.
anymore.
Sorry,
it's
my
all
bad.
aluminum.
Sorry.
I got some condiments if you guys feel the necessity to, but a real
What the
Northeast
hell kind
Ohio.
of doctor are you?
a
Condoms?
real condoms, not condoms, condiments.
But the doctor recommends condoms.
Not with this particular food, actually, but it can be used for shots.
Okay.
People do shots out of condoms, so there you go.
That sounds disgusting.
Practice safe eating. Use condiments.
So honestly, though, this is these are authentic Northeast Ohio pierogies. Now, you might have heard of pierogies.
I know pierogies.
Pierogies are a Pittsburgh kind of Cleveland thing. Mm-hmm. All right, Pittsburgh has their own type of pierogi.
They with French
Cleveland's
fries on
are
it.
a little bit different. They throw French fries on them in
Just like
there.
French fries on the sand. So remember last week I was telling you there's a lot
Yes.
about Cleveland and Pittsburgh. They're very similar, but they won't admit it.
These
So in
these smell
Pittsburgh,
fantastic, by the way.
also they eat them for breakfast.
Okay.
Now these are at any point. These are Northeast Ohio pierogi with an HY.
Ooh,
This
pierogi.
is the sauerkraut one, and this is the potato one. Now I was informed that we were only going to have 4 potential other people here, but now we've got an extra. So you guys are.
It's
gonna have
okay.
to
I don't
fend
want
for
any
yourself.
sauerkraut
I
ones.
brought. Oh no! You have to take a bite of the sauerkraut one.
I don't like
That
sauerkraut.
is the most. You won't even taste it. You
have
won't
to.
even know. You literally won't.
I'm not a fan of most sauerkraut because I was
So,
frightened
and
by
here-
my mother of it. But
Hold
I've
on.
had good sauerkraut,
So-
and I will eat it.
For those of you who don't really love sauerkraut, I'll give you something that my friend Jeff Norman, shout out to my buddy Shaggy in Springfield, Ohio, what he
Shaggy.
learned was dip it in McDonald's hot mustard sauce.
Ooh.
Sauerkraut and the pastry combination with the hot mustard sauce is incredible.
Wow.
So, Jason, I'll have you try it that way for the sauerkraut ones. Now, the
Okay.
potato ones here, the potato ones are pretty standard. You probably had a potato pierogi.
Mm-hmm.
These are a little bit different. They are generally a little more bland than some of the others because they don't put as much cheese in them. So that's why you use Irish butter to cook them in. Cool. So anybody who wants some sour cream to go with those, here's the hot mustard, and here's another spicy brown. and they are hand food. And I even brought napkins for you, mofos.
I love pierogi talk with the doctor.
Pierogi talk.
And
These are real, straight from a church in Warren, Ohio.
The napkins or the pierogies?
The pierogies.
Okay.
And the napkins might be too. They've been in there for a long time.
They don't go bad, though, unlike condoms.
So St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Church in Warren, Ohio, the ladies make these for fundraising, but it's been going on for generations and generations. My parents mule these down to me a couple times a year.
Okay.
My uncle picks them up, the same uncle who donated your Marvel Comics Super Special Kiss
comic book.
Uncle Ken.
He's one of my favorite people
Uncle
in the
Ken
world.
is the one who procures.
Thank you, Uncle
And
Ken.
by the way, Uncle Ken wanted to say hello to all the boys.
Hello, Uncle Ken.
Hello,
And
Uncle Ken. I love you, Uncle Ken.
Does he listen?
He has definitely listened before.
Oh, okay.
So
once.
Maybe when I was on it once.
Okay, okay, I get that.
So it's twice
with
now.
with some
Tomorrow.
with some encouragement, I could probably have him at least download it.
Okay, we appreciate that.
I'm pretty sure the name of the episode will be "I Love You, Uncle Ken."
I had "Thank You, Uncle Ken," but
I wrote them both.
I was going to say, download the fucking episode, Ken.
Make sure Jason gets one of those sauerkraut.
Can you open that door? Because it's really getting that smell in here. There we go.
It smells fantastic.
What do you mean? What's wrong with the smell, Jason?
The sauerkraut smell.
Keep it in
Are they
here.
easy to rip in half so we can
Rip
split
in half
one?
if you want?
Okay.
Absolutely.
I will defer to you guys to eat it because I've had
Blake's had
plenty of
these
pierogies.
before. This
Either, I don't-
particular church, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that one?
But
I'm
if
pretty
the-
sure that Jason's only going to want half of this
That's
anyway.
the sauerkraut one. Most of the sauerkraut
Here's your
came
hot
out the
mustard.
other side.
I say try it. I suggest try it by itself. But if
these
you don't
are-
like
yeah,
sauerkraut, that's a better route to go.
This is no boxed shit that you find down here in the Kroger frozen section.
Oh, it doesn't taste like rubber like the frozen ones.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow, what a surprise.
Well, these do have to come down to me frozen. So they are frozen when I get them, but they were fresh made and immediately frozen. And then you put them in a whole pot of butter and you cook them up, and that's what you get, man. It's straight Eastern European love right there.
Those are quite delightful. Even the sauerkraut.
Yeah, I'd have the sauerkraut one. It's delicious.
Yeah, man.
Butter makes a lot of things good.
It did. Julia Child knew that
Butter
too.
everything better.
Paula Dean knows that.
Especially Irish butter. I don't know if you guys have, if you don't have Irish butter in your fridge, you're probably not cooking.
Salted or unsalted?
Both.
There you go.
I am unfamiliar with this term Irish butter.
What's Irish butter?
I have no clue.
Okay.
It's butter
You've never-
from Ireland.
You've never had actual Irish butter?
This is the first time I've heard the phrase.
Oh, okay.
So if I've had it, no one pointed it out to me that it was
So,
Irish.
admittedly, instead of $4 at the grocery store, well, it's probably $7 or $8 now these days. It does not come cubed generally.
Oh.
You cut it up yourself, but it's the same fat. It's the same number of calories. It's the same everything. It just tastes so much fucking better than any other butter.
Does it turn you into an alcoholic?
It doesn't hurt.
Okay.
Only if you have Guinness at the same time.
Probably
Gotcha.
doesn't hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Or
what
harps.
what if you're already an alcoholic?
It helps.
It makes you a better alcoholic.
Then it at least helps kind of clog everything
It
in there.
speeds up the
A
process.
little bit more. It takes it a little bit longer to get through the bloodstream. Yeah.
Because I may or may not be on 4 beers and a couple shots showing up here tonight.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Was a non-certified doctor. I mean, as a doctor, I would tell you should eat a lot of Irish butter
Okay.
to help with that.
Good thing you don't
Gold.
drive.
Get
Look
the
at that.
Kerry
And also make sure you do have an active will and testament.
Kerrygold salted Irish butter.
No one wants this debt.
One thing I can tell you is if you have Eastern European blood in you, it means butter is one of the 3 food sources. Like that's-
Gotcha.
It's you're drinking it, you're eating it, you're bathing in it.
You know, we did have butter soda a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did you? You did get a butter soda?
Yeah.
Months ago?
Months ago, maybe.
Was there any sweet to it at all, or was it
No.
straight butter? Like was it more like popcorn almost?
Yes.
It was like
Because
popcorn
the
oil.
bar, like
Yeah.
it wasn't a beer though. It wasn't alcohol.
No.
It was just a butter soda.
was that
Yeah.
was it Jones?
Yeah.
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 Or whatever
Did it
that
taste
store
fake?
you went to.
Yeah.
on vacation.
It tasted really fake.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
See, I didn't use
artificially
Irish butter.
It didn't feel fake coming out the next day. I'll be honest.
I'm going for one of the potato ones now.
Yeah.
You will not be disappointed.
I'll
That's-
split a potato one with you, Jeff, if you
And the
want.
sour cream here too. They go really well with sour cream. I'm just saying.
The sour cream.
I still have a
That's
half
fine.
of
You're gonna be a fan
a.
of that still.
You want to try it?
Yeah, I'll take the sauerkraut.
Okay.
Half.
There you go. Is there any more potato ones left? Mm-hmm. Can I have half of one?
Absolutely. Send Jason one. And
What-
in the meantime, I also got you guys a little.
Pez.
This is old school now, right? Because you guys don't even do the Pez shit anymore.
Game
Not,
of-
not often. Not often.
I
We
got that
used
one
to.
just for Jason because I know how big of a Game of Thrones fan he
I
is.
am.
You
I
can name all of these guys,
Okay,
right?
I
Name
got
one
you.
of them. Name one.
Okay, start with
Which one's the dwarf?
That's Peter Dinklage. That's the third. That's Tyrion.
Oh, look at that.
Starts with a T.
Tyrion.
Tyrion. Yeah, look at that.
Tyrion Lannister.
The guy in the blue guy that looks like an alien. He was on the Orville. His name is Hank.
No.
The guy with the beard. That's Carl.
Carl.
He has an eye though. And go back to that episode. Carl's eye socket.
Carl's. Oh God.
Dr. Bednar was.
I was on that one.
Yes,
yeah.
you were. And the guy
Carl with an eye patch sucked.
Carl sucked overall.
Yeah, he was.
Carl kind of sucked.
That's
Yeah,
Casper
as a whole.
That's Casper, the other guy.
Yeah, who's that guy on the right?
Casper. Casper?
Daenerys.
No.
It looks like Legolas.
It's Daenerys, it's Jon Snow, it's Tyrion, and it's the Night King.
Oh, Black Knight's in there.
Tell him what he won.
You won.
A
More
pierogi. Yeah, pierogies for Jim. Send them on over.
Since everyone is here, I'm going to put that right here.
on the floor. Yeah. Thanks.
Throws it. Where's the crashing sound where it goes through the window, right?
I love it. I love
Or
it.
have a
when
garbage
people-
can sound on there.
Maybe you can
He
take
just
a look
dropped
at
it
that
directly in the garbage.
October 18th through the 20th at the Cincinnati Comic Expo at Sharonville Convention Center.
What, are you giving it away?
Maybe. No, I won't give it away. It was a prize or a gift. I will
No,
not give it
it
away.
was a gift. He
It was a
gave it
gift.
to you.
I will not give it away. Thank you, John.
Really? Do you still have Boy in the Plastic Bubble?
Anyways, so
That was a gift.
So what's going on
That
in
was
October?
a wedding present. You give away your wedding presents?
yes.
What a dick.
October 18th through 20th, Sharonville Convention Center. Get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. They are announcing a couple more guests over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So do not forget to take a look. Jason Isaacs will be there.
He will.
Katie Sackhoff.
She will.
Kevin Eastman.
He will.
Ming Na Wen?
Ming Na Wen.
Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris. Pretty much the whole cast of X-Men 97 will be there.
So I found out Chuck Norris has a Funko Pop. I'm
Really?
working on trying to procure us one for autograph purposes.
I like it.
They're very hard to find.
It's not on their
It's
list.
not. Yeah, it's out of production. So like, I have to find someone who has it and then buy it. Like, they're not just
Secondary market.
Yes. So I am working on that.
Just to let you know, also come see us. We'll be at the on the first floor or basement. Actually, we'll be in charge of the panels again. We'll be doing some moderating and some games, some family feuds. The good news is this year we have more magnets from Steve and Izzy at Untidy Venus and
Everything I learned from movies.
bottle openers this year. We got some bottle openers we're giving away. So they're in production starting today. So we will be getting them by October 18th. So check us out. Dr. Bednar will be there. He'll be giving free exams in the corner. So
Oh, no.
Update on that.
No.
That's going to be my intern.
okay.
Got a procedure scheduled that day.
Gary. Okay. So
The fax
So
machine.
that's where Gary went.
he's now the intern for the doctor.
That's why he doesn't answer my phone calls anymore.
By exams, I mean any questions you have, just go over and talk to
Hi,
him.
I'm the love doctor. I'm going to give you an exam now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you're going to jail.
All right. So I went ahead and Googled Irish butter because I was curious.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
They got more stricter regulations over in Europe. So Irish butter is at least 82% butter fat, which in American butter can be less.
Yep.
And to answer the question, is Irish butter healthy? The answer is Irish butter is more spreadable.
That's not the answer.
It's an answer. It might
If
not
it's
be
more spreadable, it's got to be better.
It does contain more omega-3s and other healthy fats.
That's yes.
There you go. That's all you needed right there. Contains omega-3s and healthy fats.
And it doesn't tear the shit out of your bread.
What you're telling me is that it's better than avocado.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not much is.
I highly
Not
recommend
better.
for cost purposes buying it from Costco.
The avocados or the Irish butter?
The Irish butter.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Now
I would
tried-
imagine your $8 would go much further.
Yeah,
at
it does.
Costco.
Yeah.
I tried, but I brought somebody else's ID, and then they kicked
said
me
no?
out. Yeah, they kicked me out for some reason.
East Ohio guy.
I'm so angry. I don't pay the subscription fee to get in there, and they won't let me shop there. I mean,
can't believe it.
I mean,
How
I can't.
dare, how dare they?
I can't believe it.
Do they not know who you are?
You should really go on. You should go online and talk about it.
No.
Oh, okay. We have Sour Patch Apple Harvest. Help yourself there, Doctor.
Yeah, I'm about to say, make sure those get around the table.
Yeah,
right, I got
just like
They worry me because they kind of look like something your grandmother would have, like a candy they would have. She would have.
It's not a hard wrapped candy.
That's true.
This is delightful.
It's not bad.
No, these are so good.
Now, there's
Yeah,
a couple
that
different-
actually might be the perfect Sour Patch Kid. Like
pretty
that
good.
might be the perfect flavor of Sour Patch Kid.
I'm just wondering, there's a couple different colors. Are they all the same flavor, or are they like different types of
I
apple?
don't know. I just got Ross.
No.
I just got red.
different flavor.
My guess is like Granny
Snosberries
Smith.
taste
or-
like snosberries.
We've got cranberry apple, apple cider, and caramel apple.
Ooh. We also have ranch cotton candy, which we'll be eating later on. Just
No.
like right now.
Next
oh yeah.
week.
We are waiting. Doug will be here.
Okay.
Doug
Doug's
has
gotta be
to
here.
show up for this shit.
Okay. Okay.
He can't just like drop this stuff off.
Well, he did.
I'm saying he can't. He's not going to get away from.
I gotcha.
He can, and he did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, Brian.
it's nice when he delivers things on time.
Jeff, did you ever get your oats?
They were waiting for me when I got home.
Oh, 6 weeks late.
That's awesome.
Brian.
Yes.
Would you like to get a Mad Lib since the doctor is here? This is a full house here. This could be a lot of fun. Which Mad Lib would you want? Doctor, you get to pick. What options we got?
Why are we doing this now?
We were supposed to do in the beginning. We've been slipping.
We've never.
Yeah, we
done
did.
that
Super
big.
It was
villains.
recommended by listeners to do it in the beginning.
Dungeons and Dragons,
I don't
Clue,
care.
and Star Wars.
Never heard of the last one, but I'll try the.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know anything about that either.
Oh, he's going Clue. Okay, give that to the give that to the intern or former intern.
No. I'm leaving.
Give that to full-fledged member of Hobie Brian.
I've got
true.
my own song now.
That's true. That's true, Brian.
All right.
You don't have your own song.
Actually, I did get a word that somebody is writing me my own theme song. It's been in making like 6 years though. So
Is it called Jason is a Douche Canoe?
a douche canoe. Is that nozzle?
No, your name on your jersey from softball last year was going to be Douche Canoe,
Oh, okay.
but we came up with something different.
Gotcha. Go ahead, Brian. I'll let you start.
Blake, give me an adverb.
No. Let the guest start. Adverb, Dr. Bednar.
Adverb.
Make it lovingly.
Now you came up with one. You passed it over,
All right, go
and
ahead.
then
There you go. All right.
Jeff, give me a noun.
apple.
Jason, give me a part of the body. Jesus Christ.
It's not part of the body. Well, I guess he is.
Man in the canoe.
You eat him every Sunday at church.
Man in the canoe.
I'm going to go rectum.
Right over the head.
Right?
Rex, I barely know him.
Jim, give me an adjective.
Adjective, I will go with delicious.
Blake, give me a type of container.
Could you pass those?
I got you.
Tupperware.
Nice.
Can never go wrong with Tupperware.
Doctor, give me a type of liquid.
A type of liquid?
Liquid.
Bourbon.
That's a good choice, sir.
Ooh.
Jeff, give me a noun.
Uh-huh.
Wow. I think a noun would be easier to come up with.
A place.
Sour
Idea.
Patch Jelly. There you go. Come on.
Jason, God damn it. Give me a part of the body.
Nipples.
Jim, give me a silly word.
A silly word. I'll go with
Nipples.
I'll say bamboozle.
Oh, that's a good one.
Blake, give me an adjective.
Sour.
Ooh.
Jeff, give me a past tense verb.
What about doctor?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so used doctor. A past tense verb, please.
Was.
Was, not was.
Was.
Not was.
That correct?
I don't know. Jeff, give me a noun.
Another noun.
This is going swimmingly.
Going about as well as I would have expected.
A noun is the easiest thing.
There's just so many to choose from.
So many persons,
I will
places, and things.
say river.
Hey!
Jason, give me an article of clothing.
Better than a body part. Not by much.
Bustier.
Jim, give me a verb ending in ing.
I will have to go with no. Jason was doing a hand motion of something I will not say. So I will go with, since you said swimmingly, I'll just go with swimming.
Don't forget Doctor is here still. Okay. Just saying.
You are allowed to punch him.
Blake, give me a same type of liquid.
Same type of liquid?
That's what the ad-lib or Mad Lib says.
Go with the last liquid we used.
Irish whiskey.
That's not the same as bourbon, but okay.
Depends where you make
It
it.
is to the Irish.
That's true.
If it's not Irish, it's crap.
Doctor, give me a noun. We saved Jeff.
Mixer.
Jeff, give me an adjective.
Joyous.
All right, Jason, give me an adjective.
Tall.
All right. This is a slippery alibi. Clue, Mad Lib.
Clue Mad Lib. Okay.
You emotionally watch Dr. Orchid, the brilliant apple scientist, as she lingers in the ballroom holding a candlestick in her rectum. How delicious and suspicious.
Delicious and suspicious. Somebody write that down.
That's what you think to yourself.
Well, of course you want to say it out loud.
Then Dr. Orchid takes a small Tupperware out of her pocket.
Out of her what?
Her pocket.
Oh, okay.
And squeezes a few drops of bourbon from the vial onto the idea stick. The idea stick.
Okay.
Could it be poison, you wonder?
Go ahead, Brian.
Suddenly, she turns her nipples and stares right at you.
You don't need to act it out.
This is why we need a camera, Jason. Bamboozle, you scream terrified.
That actually works.
Dr. Orchid lets out a sour laugh. Surely you don't think I could have was Mr. Body?
I was Mr. Body?
I couldn't have was Mr. Body.
Surely you don't think that, right?
No.
I was here polishing this river with some olive oil when the murder occurred. Then Dr. Orchid grabs the edge of her bustier and begins swimming the candlestick.
From her rectum?
That's where it was.
It's still there. I always carry olive oil Irish whiskey with me. It's a natural mixer polish.
No.
Aren't plants joyous? You nod and quickly excuse yourself. It looks like Dr. Orchid is tall, too.
She's tall too?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. That sounds like a
And
third grader wrote it.
and of all the things going on with Dr. Orchid, it was the tall issue that I had that I walked out on. Like, that was it. It had nothing to do with the candlestick, the olive oil, any of that.
nipples.
That was all good. It was the fact that Dr.
Damn
Orchid
it,
was
she's tall.
Because in your head, she was a short girl or a short woman. Yeah, I gotcha. Well, that was wonderful. Yeah, just some of the fun we're going to have here tonight.
The apple cider
Apple
Sour
Harvest.
Patch.
Yeah.
The apple cider one is the best.
Oh,
Yes. But they are all good.
the
cranberry.
That's good. I like
cranberry.
That cranberry apple combo is.
Yeah, Doug, you need to get us some more of these Apple Harvest Sour Patch. They're all gone. Pretty much.
No, they are.
I will try that shitty cotton candy you gave us tonight if we.
Fine. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
We'll do it a little bit later.
Now I wish I had the Sour Patch to look forward to after the cotton candy.
Well,
I'll wait some Oreos after that if you want to do that.
Oh, that's true. We got Oreos, huh?
before we get there, anybody watch anything this week?
What did I watch?
Oh, sorry.
You watch football?
Some preseason.
I watch college football. Georgia Tech, baby. Upset
football
Florida
is
State.
Good
Woohoo!
football.
Any football is good football. That's
right.
High school. I watched St. Aquinas. Or who is that?
St. Thomas
St.
Aquinas?
Thomas.
Yeah.
St. Thomas
From
Aquinas.
Florida. They
And
played
Bishop Sycamore played each other.
No, they played Bishop Gorman from Nevada.
Oh, right.
Just as good as Bishop Sycamore.
Almost as good
Almost.
as Bishop Sycamore.
I wonder if the Bishop Sycamore is going to play 7 games in 8 days this year. That would be great. Get those kids some
That is the name of my fantasy football team.
Bishop Sycamore.
Everybody's name turned. If you were looking for a name change that year, everybody became Bishop
Sycamore.
I'm hanging on to it, damn it. I want 20 years from now, I want people to be like, I get that.
I'm trying to remember. There was a team that my high school played a couple years. The same year that Bishop Sycamore just got destroyed on national.
Yeah.
My high school team played a team from Virginia, and they had like 13 kids.
Oh, they all got playing time.
Yeah?
I see nothing wrong with that.
My high
hello.
school has 800 boys at the school
On the team?
They have 110 people on the team.
Right.
The third stringers played the entire second quarter on.
To be fair, the other team never gave up, though. They also didn't have any living kids at the end of it either, so, you know.
They walked home with a check at least.
Well, that's true. It bounced.
No, it did not.
So, I watched Georgia Tech upset Florida State. That was fun to watch college football back.
College football back.
I started liking New Mexico Lobos because they're a horrible college team, but their first great name. First year head coach is named Bronco. Is his first name. So I looked at my kids. I was like, we got to root for them. It's a fun name. And they were up 31-14. I was like, this is great. They lost to FCS powerhouse Montana State. They gave up.
Montana State?
Yeah, they blew it.
There's an actual Montana State?
Yeah. They lost 35-30.
All right, where is Montana State at?
In Montana.
It's in the
No,
state of
no. Come
Montana.
on.
Well, here's the
name me more than one.
Bozeman.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's because you all watch Yellowstone. Give me another one.
No, I watched
Not Helena.
1883.
Yeah.
Billings, Montana.
There we go.
Reds minor league baseball team.
That's where Montana is. Where's Montana State?
Well, the best part is they were talking
Sky.
about the head coach of Montana State, and I guess he didn't know if he was going to come back or not this year. And basically, the president of the college went up to his ranch, and the announcers were like, "Of course, he was on his ranch.
Oh yeah,
It's Montana," and talked him into coming back again. And I kept thinking of Brown from not Doc Brown from Major League, the manager
Lou Brown.
I don't know. I got some white walls on the other. Somebody about white walls on the other line.
How'd you like to coach?
So you're comparing the guy living on a ranch to him working at a tire store.
Yes, like they're going up to convince him to come. I don't know. I got somebody about steers on the other line. Hold on. Let me talk to them. Got somebody about steers on the telegraph. Hold on.
So somebody gets
On
up
the
and
telegraph? Did you just say that?
he's at
Yes.
Telegram.
Telegram.
He said telegraph.
No,
That
I
is
heard
the telegraph.
Graham. But,
Yeah.
but somebody gets all up in arms about not knowing places in Montana.
Mm-hmm.
When Montana State is located in Bozeman, Montana. Brian's first guess.
Look at that, doctor.
I'm more than just a pretty face, fellas.
Maybe we'll call you doctor from now on. Jeez.
I would never take his
Where did
title.
you even go to school at for a doctor?
Bishop Sycamore.
State.
Montana State.
Very obvious. He's very
My
invested
master,
in this.
my
Montana State
master's was Montana State.
Your doctor is from Bishop Sycamore.
Wait, you got to get a doctorate? Is that what they do that for?
He's a doctor, but he has a doctor in English.
I don't think Dr. Phil ever got a doctorate.
He
so-
did not.
No, you can just be called doctor. If your parents name you doctor when you're born, I mean, technically you're a doctor. Are you
Yeah,
not?
that is true. Fuck Dr. Phil.
And then if that doctor becomes a doctor, then they're a living
Then they're
Doctor,
Doctor.
doctor,
legend.
doctor,
Doctor.
doctor. So that's what we watched this week. Anyone else? Brian?
I started Bad Monkey.
How was that?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Very upset that Apple is releasing one episode a week. Because we watched the first 3, burn right through them, and
Who's in that one?
it's Vince Vaughn.
Oh, that's the Vince Vaughn one. Okay.
yeah, it is very, very good.
Okay.
I forgot how much I missed Vince Vaughn's humor.
Okay.
Like, it's very, like...
Oh, you can go ahead and you can watch some that shitty season
True Detective?
of True Detective.
No,
Was he funny
like,
in that?
I was more
No.
like
Oh.
the, like, it's
Dodgeball.
old school kind of, like...
Swingers.
Yeah, like, it's obviously, it's him, but
The
it's...
breakup.
Yeah.
Has John Favreau showed up yet?
No, he is not.
Vince Vaughn was watching.
He involved in it?
He is not.
Really?
He's making Chef too.
I'd watch that.
I like Chef.
It's only episode 3.
Yeah, give it time. Give it time.
Yeah.
I watched
Scheduled
Vince
for
Vaughn.
episode 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I watched Vince Vaughn in Dodgeball the other night.
Yeah, like,
and
that
that still
humor-
makes me laugh.
The sarcasm, like the
Yes.
sarcastic, like witty, like humor that he has, like it. There was a while when he was in everything, and it was like, oh god, like all right, that's enough. But like I forgot like how good it really is.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball. What?
You can dodge traffic. You can dodge a dodgeball.
I'm okay.
Wait, did you watch episode 3?
No.
Okay.
I like when Lance Armstrong made him feel bad for quitting.
I mean, I guess if you never quit anything,
You'd have nothing to regret.
yeah. John Favreau's in episode 3. Blake, just to let you know.
No, he's not. I just said that.
Is Peter Billingsley in it?
He is not.
Anybody
Is that
else?
the crossover
Anything?
for murders in the building
Which the new season starts tonight.
tonight? Yeah, I know.
Lots of guest stars in it.
Yeah.
Lots of guest stars.
Let me go through
Oh,
what
wouldn't
I.
everybody other than the 3 main stars be guest stars?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, not the other people
I
in
guess
the
the other
building.
people.
Big
Yeah.
named guest stars.
Okay, let me get to everything I
Go,
watched
quick.
since the last time I was on.
What have you watched this summer?
I would just say we got a new start to Big Brother.
Oh,
That's a new season of that, and the woman Angela on there. She's an older woman, mother, and she is fucking batshit crazy.
okay.
They actually had a guy on the thing gave away his power of veto to another contestant and did not get sent home.
Oh, that's good. So there's good people in this world.
No, he's still a dick.
Oh, okay.
Then the new season of The Challenge started.
Okay.
Yeah, and everybody's rooting against Johnny Bananas because he's an ass.
40th season, isn't it?
40th season, they brought back 40 people. It's the Battle of the Decades.
Ooh.
So,
I'm cheering for the 90s.
I'm cheering for the 70s.
you want the old people then, Jeff?
I want the old people. I want the people that I watched on the Real World Road Rules Challenge.
Okay, so you want CT? Anissa?
No, and they're older people,
Mark?
possibly.
Just a guy named Mark.
Mark Long. I mean, Mark Long's like third season of.
Of Road Rules.
Oh yeah, and he's like one of the OGs of the challenge, and I think they sent him home already.
Spoilers.
Did they bring Beth on? Did they bring Beth back?
Not this year. They brought her back a couple years ago. She's horrible.
Yeah, she always was.
Did she go to Ohio University?
She wore an Ohio University sweatshirt on her season of the Real World, but I don't know if she went there or not.
She did.
No.
She went to OU.
She went to OU.
She could afford a sweatshirt?
Oh.
Man.
That was a burn to
Well, I
Jeff.
don't need a sweatshirt because I got burnt by that. Wow, it's hot in here.
What do we have, like Miami guys here making fun of you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
Take it back.
It's actually shut up my brother. He went to OU.
No.
One of the smartest guys.
I knew I liked your brother better than you.
I do like Nurse Bednar better.
His brother's a nurse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Still not as good
A
as
nurse of love.
Yeah.
Nurse of love.
Okay. Anybody else? Anything else we got going on?
I watched Deadpool.
Oh yeah, you watched that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
The first one or the third one?
There was a first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Even a second one.
Again, as Jeff said, I ranked this up with the first one. Upon rewatch, I'll decide which is better.
Okay. We want to get to something about that later on here.
You actually shared a list with us that had like best movies ranked of
the X-Men. I'll get to that. That's what I was going to do.
Dear God, that was a horrible list.
That was a god awful list. I did it just
Deadpool
because
2 was their highest ranked Deadpool film.
Yeah.
Really?
Which one?
Yeah.
The second one?
Here we go.
The second one?
Yeah.
That's not
Hollywood-
uncommon, though, to see that, like, the second one gets it better. It's not the better movie, though.
Okay, Hollywood
Yeah.
Reporter. Okay, which is a pretty reputable magazine. Mm-hmm. If there is such a thing anymore. The worst one, number 14, was X-Men Origins Wolverine. Okay. X-Men
No.
The Last Stand was the 13th. New Mutants was 12. Then Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix was worse than all the ones you just mentioned.
X-Men, the original, was 10. 9 was the Wolverine.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
the
this-
original X-Men
Here we go. You ready?
is ranked that low, and you have not read...
Oh, let's get in
Exactly.
Yeah.
there. Deadpool was 8, the original.
What?
X-Men Apocalypse was 7.
No, no. The only thing worse than X-Men Apocalypse was Dark Phoenix.
X2 was 6, which I have a very big issue with. Let's see. Deadpool 2 was 5. Deadpool and Wolverine was 4. Get ready. Top 3. X-Men First Class. Don't have an issue with that one.
Good. That one's good. That's probably top 3.
2. X-Men Days of Future Past.
Blake's favorite movie. Yes.
I actually like that more than most people do. But
And
I would
number-
not put that in the top 3.
And number 1 is Logan.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, when I saw Deadpool, the original, as number 8, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's pretty
And
terrible.
when X-Men Apocalypse is above that,
When X-Men, X-Men
Where was
Apocalypse.
Deadpool 2 on that one?
number 5. Number 5.
Okay, so they put the second one better than the original.
Yeah.
And then the third one even better than that.
Which I don't have an issue with. So, Brian's a big fan of Apocalypse. X-Men Apocalypse. Did you finish it?
No, I
Fell
Did you
asleep
start
again?
it?
3 times I've started or I've picked up and like I've just fallen asleep every time.
So you haven't even seen Dark Phoenix yet.
I have ceased my X-Men. Something was telling me that if I couldn't stay awake to finish that movie once, then I needed to take a break.
Okay.
So I'm on a break with the X-Men series.
Oh, so you didn't get to New Mutants yet.
I haven't. That's
Number 12 on the list.
It's better than most people say it is.
But you're totally in for Fantastic Four, aren't you?
I'm not.
It's got to be better than the other ones? Not better than
7 other ones, right?
Not better than the Roger Corman one.
Not better than Roger.
No,
Dude,
no. That
dude,
was
dude.
those special effects.
the best.
Do you know what's better than the Roger Corman one?
What's that?
Everything.
The one that they tried to make on Arrested Development.
Oh, was that season 4?
Season 5, I think.
Okay. I trust you. I started Poker Face on Peacock.
Poker face.
We're up to
Poker
episode
face.
3. Pretty fun. I enjoy it. It's about the woman that she can tell if somebody's lying, like, instantly.
Yeah, that's the one
her
with
gift.
what's her name in it, right?
From American Pie, Natasha
Leon.
Leon.
Yep. I've really enjoyed it. My wife and I were looking for a new show after Friday Night Lights, and so we watched that, and we're pretty invested in it. Like it a lot. So my issue is, though, that every week is like a murder of the week, and she's kind of like Angela Lansbury everywhere she's going because she's running away from some bad people. So she's going cross country, and every stop she has, there's a murder that takes place. I'm like, maybe you're the issue.
Did somebody tell her to stop smoking cigarettes when she was 13 so her voice wouldn't sound like that?
What are you talking about? Want to go to bed? I'm Natasha.
You did that on purpose, and I hate you.
So sorry to
No,
everybody.
you're not. You're laughing at us.
Dr. Bednar, what should I do for my voice?
It's pretty good.
Thank you, sexy.
Oh, wow.
Can't wait for the comments this week.
We might have hit an all-time low.
Your Michael Caine is still better.
Michael Caine. Michael Caine. I'm Michael Caine. How about what's the porn star?
Remy LaCroix.
Remy LaCroix. Give me a hula hoop.
She does do hula.
You've missed these,
Yeah,
haven't you? You've missed these impressions.
No, he has not.
Hey, hold on, doctor.
I take the fifth.
Okay.
Okay, for all our new listeners out there, Remy LaCroix is the name of a porn actress, and Jason does his Remy LeBeau Gambit impersonation whenever he
Isn't
talks
she
about
French?
her.
No.
You know what's funny is that these are all like almost nostalgic now. This is like 7-8 years ago things, and I'm like, remember when we were younger and we made fun of that shit? And now it's like, fuck, we're your granddads and shit.
Now we're still doing it.
Stop it.
Well, you know what? It just shows that I can still pull a new one out, and he's to like Natasha.
I did not know about Natasha. I have to admit, I'm sure this has been on episodes that I obviously missed or slept through
This
or
is the
purposely
first night
skipped.
ever.
Nope, it's a first.
I get blamed for this, but that's an original.
That's an OG. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm.
that is original. You're
I
seeing
would-
history tonight.
I would say I'm honored.
Yeah, you should be. You should be.
I'm honored.
Okay. We had a social media poll of the week after Alien Romulus is a success. What other sci-fi film should get another chance at that movie? We have Serenity from Firefly, District 9, Edge of Tomorrow, and Dread.
Who came up with the options?
I did. Because no one else puts a fucking poll on our Twitter.
None of us have
I-
access to the Twitter
Oh,
account
I'll give it to you.
to do anything.
Yeah, I got to remember
So-
what it is.
Okay, admittedly, at least two of them are pretty good options. Yeah, I'll give
Last
that.
place, Edge of Tomorrow, 13%. District 9 at 20%.
right now.
And Dread beats Serenity 40 to 27%.
Dread.
So the last Dread movie was good. It was good.
Because Serenity will still always hold up as is.
Yes.
Yes.
Dread needs to be redone, and I agree.
Dread, the new
Well,
Dread
it-
is good. They
I'm
did-
not-
Waiting. It was waiting to be.
It needs to be redone again?
Yeah, it was redone once.
yeah,
No.
with Carl Urban.
needs to be done. I thought this wasn't this like doing.
Not the
well,
Stallone
Alien
one.
Romulus is a movie. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're not talking about a show.
No.
Okay, you're
no.
not talking about rebooting it in like.
No. We're not saying that Stallone should come back as Dread. You know, we're not saying that.
Absolutely should be in,
Oh, I'm Dread.
but not as Dread.
I'm Dread.
Well, how you doing, Dread? I'm Rocky 4.
Oh, I'm Rocky 4.
Oh, what are you doing? I'm Judge Dredd. You broke the law. Where you go? Hey,
what's these seashells for in the bathroom? Oh, yeah.
Who needs a witness?
Why we need a camera on the show is so we can look at
I
Brian.
could say how you have to
as
contort
he
your
is
face.
getting so angry.
I'm impressed. I have to say, but that's the first time I've heard your Dread. I'm impressed. I did not know.
Out of that,
You got to now. Like, you got to bring this out during Browns games and shit when we're watching.
I think
What the fuck was that?
Now you're just like,
Brian's not getting
Wait, that's
happier.
actually just how we sound like while we watch Browns game, isn't it?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm so tired.
Brian, would you like me to turn down your headset for a while?
So
Yeah, that's 12 beers deep and like a 14-point lead alone.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep on the couch now. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, these aren't noise canceling. Oh, that sucks.
Yo, Adrian, I got a robot.
I think I'll judge that Blake's Stallone is the best.
Yeah, I agree with you that. I agree. Bednar looks like
I had no idea.
Stallone's going into a medical procedure.
I've seen that.
Medical episode. Oh, yeah, you have.
Yes.
He's can't say it because of HIPAA, but I heard...
he's a great patient, but he doesn't pay. Bitches about Adrian constantly.
Oh, my God. How come nobody likes Expendables 3? I don't understand.
Adrian hated it.
Brian
Not
liked
your
it.
wife. You still want me to call you Rocky or no?
I don't understand why you won't put me in Fast and Furious 17.
Do we still have to pay Social Security on this? The payment off, or the payoff? I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking about
Is this gunshot covered by Medicare? I don't know.
I'm thinking about getting back in the ring. I don't have any more brain cells to damage.
Medical massage.
Yeah, let's go.
Brian, do you want a knife?
No, I'm making up my top 5 list.
When do we issue the apology
Making a
for
fantasy
this
football
last
pick
5
here.
minutes?
We apologize. We apologize. Were you a tough guy?
Tough guy. Eh?
I'm not apologizing for anything because I didn't get in these shenanigans.
Where'd you take the high road, Jim? Anyways, we got some listener feedback. What do you got down there, Rocky?
Got arthritis on my trigger finger. Huh?
Stop or my mom will shoot.
I got bad knees. Huh? Can't jump out of no plane.
What do you got there for listener feedback, Blake?
Listener feedback.
Since we skipped over what you watched this week, I just realized that.
Listener feedback brought to you by the NFL. Hey, let's start up a private equity. We can buy up to 10% of your favorite NFL team.
Let's do it.
Boop. There you go. Dr. Bednar, you know who we always start with? Listener feedback.
Do I need to listen to the show to know the answer to that?
It helps.
Big D.
Big D.
Yeah, Big D.
The
Chili
wrench.
Billy.
Screwdriver.
8 pans.
Beaver tail.
Dunkaroo Doug. Beaver Hip.
7.
Beaver.
Formerly known as
The Joel of the Licking.
Postman.
He
The
always
Hammer.
rings thrice.
Sonny D.
Kurt Rambo expert.
Delivered.
Yeah. 8 pans.
Fudge McDougal.
I love Fudge McDougal.
Dad.
All right, so for the
Bringer of shitty
non-Doctor
food.
Love question, obviously Doug didn't get the memo for this week.
He did not.
Number
But
one.
maybe we can turn this into a love question, regardless.
Or a medical question.
No, wait, hold on. It's about 12 and 13-year-olds. Never mind. In the Little League World Series, the manager left a 12, 13-year-old pitcher in the game to throw 20 or more pitches after complaining about arm soreness and discomfort. Afterwards, it was confirmed his elbow and shoulder are injured. What should the correct punishment be for the manager?
He should be kicked out.
You know, Nolan Ryan pitched for 27 seasons. He pitched 18 innings a game.
He should be banned from coaching youth sports.
And then required to pitch 1,000 pitches a day with his right arm and left arm.
Oh, hold on. I got a different opinion on this.
Okay.
I don't think there should be any punishment.
Why is that?
Sacre bleu! So here's what I would ask. Ask that kid 15 years from now what his greatest achievement ever was.
He gave up...
being a part of the Little League World Series and making it that far. Probably never going to make it to the majors. Never going to.
Yeah, because he has to get Tommy John at 11.
Oh, no, you might as well get it at 11.
No.
You're going to get it at 20.
You need to get it like 13.
Okay, so 13, whatever.
Yeah,
get it
he's,
now.
He's too young.
Right? Get the surgery now. All I'm saying is that this guy's doing him a favor. He's getting it early, and now he's got
I think
chance
he's
to
too
go
young.
play in the Little League World Series when he's 18 years old and actually win one. And then he'll probably go pitch at Stanford for a year, sign a big contract with the Carolina League somewhere, probably make it to the Reds, get blown up for 7 runs a game, make a couple $1 million, and that dude is in fucking great shape if you ask me. And I go back and say, thanks,
Honestly,
Coach.
after the Reds just put Lodolo on the DL, they just signed that kid.
Why not? He's already got Tommy John coming up.
I mean,
Get it
he's
out of the
starting
way
tomorrow.
Well, he will have Tommy John then after that.
That kid's greatest moment is going to be that game.
Actually, he gave up some game-winning runs because they're like, he's like, I think I'm hurt.
So he learned a good lesson that day too, a valuable life lesson.
The manager was like, do you think you can pitch anymore? He's like, my shoulder really hurts. And he's like, how about one more? So he left him in, and the guy got a single to score 2 runs.
He threw 20 more
And
pitches.
then he threw 20
So if
after
anything,
that.
he should just be fired as a manager.
Yes,
And then they moved him to first base, and then he was visibly hurt in pain, tossing a ball anywhere.
So see, that's more information than what was in the initial.
Yes, it was. We did research.
I mean, Doug doesn't give us the full picture.
So now I've got a misinformation I'm dealing with.
But you still think it's a good move?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Get to Tommy John early.
I think
Obviously.
if your biggest like life memory is playing in like the 16th best little league like
Region.
not region, I would say
Youth baseball,
organization, then
So
congratulations.
wait, this wasn't even regionals?
No,
No,
he
this
was
is
in the
Little
Little
League.
League World Series, but Little League baseball was garbage.
Little League baseball is
No lead off, 60 feet bases.
I know.
It's a
I know.
12-year-old pitcher throwing like 45
How many
feet.
of those kids end up in the majors anyway?
About 3.
Right. So this is his greatest sports achievement regardless.
He is no Todd Frazier.
There's no Todd Frazier.
Todd Frazier, yep.
99%
Saltalamacchia.
99% chance that 11-year-old's peak athletic performance was that.
Yes. Yes.
And that's it. So there you go. He's got a story for a long time. The manager should not be anything other than fired for being a bad manager.
If you would like to send your complaints to Dr. Bednar, please send them to Dr. Bednar at
He's a love
graphicnovice.com.
doctor, not a medical doctor.
That's right.
Remember this.
That's right.
And here's what I got to say about kids and shoulders and pitching. If you're a parent and you don't know this, it's like putting your kid out there in football and be like,
You get concussions? How does that happen? Oh my God! Your elbow blew up? Holy shit! I didn't know that would happen.
read a fucking book, right? Like,
Watch ESPN.
I mean, you're in it, right? And your hope is that they're going to make it to the majors. And if they do, great.
Hopefully,
Good
this
job.
kid learned a life lesson that he should listen to his body. He should stand up for himself
Yep.
instead of let people push him around. Hopefully, at least he learned that.
And kick the manager in the nuts.
At some point, someone has to
Yeah.
stand up for the best interests of them, right?
Well, to be fair, little Johnny's going to make it to the majors. You don't know that, Brian. Come on.
Jason, how many parents
Yes.
of kids that you coach or they're on your kids' teams
Yeah.
think their kids are going to make it big?
88%.
Are your kids going to make it big in sports?
I'm just happy that he plays.
Thank you. You're a realist.
I'm just happy that he's playing in high school, and that's what he wants to do.
He's enjoying himself. He's
Yes.
doing something he likes, and
Yes.
that's it.
Yes. You can be dedicated. He puts in the work.
Oh, yeah.
Every day.
And you should be because he
But-
committed to the team.
Here's the best part. The chance of getting a baseball scholarship, even if you're the top of the nation, getting a full scholarship is slim to none.
Right.
You basically get
No.
50%.
There really aren't full scholarships.
There
in
aren't
men's
full
sports.
scholarships.
Correct.
No, they're not. You get full scholarships to football and basketball. You will not get a full scholarship in any other collegiate sport.
In baseball, the most you can get, I think, is 49 or 50%.
With the new NIL
Yeah.
rules and everything, they raise some money you can give on scholarships now.
Yes.
So they can give full scholarships to baseball, but it most likely won't happen.
Unless you're in the top.
I gave to the team with the QR code this weekend. I forgot. I watched that game and I donated some money to
Oklahoma
the
State?
Oklahoma State
Oh,
players.
did you?
Yeah. I
They
sent
didn't
them,
play.
I sent them all $1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Each and every one of them?
Yeah.
So you can tell which player it
So
goes to?
State.
Oklahoma State, now they're on their helmets.
Yeah.
They have a QR code
Okay.
that leads you to a donation where you can donate to their NIL.
Yeah.
Get out. Nice.
Yes.
Of course.
But the college is running it, so just be careful.
It's the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave everyone on the team $1.
Good job.
Yep.
What do you got, Blake?
All right, so
There you go, Doug.
Our listeners don't disappoint in
No.
regards to quantity or quality of questions for the Love Doctor.
Here we go, Doctor. Get ready. Get ready.
I'm getting another beer.
Okay.
All right, hold on. I'll wait until you pop the top.
All right. Notice my Hormel chili koozie.
Microphone.
I didn't want to announce my Hormel chili koozie.
Oh,
I wanted
okay.
to tell you about my Hormel
Sorry,
chili
my bad.
I mean, it's not like they can see it anyway.
That's true.
All right.
Get the camera.
All right, so let's kick off our miscreants and deviants with Rob at Muscleman Rob 305.
Okay.
Is that how much he can bench? He's a muscle man.
Probably.
305.
At least 30.
Is it okay to hit on a friend's girlfriend if you have a better physique? Obviously, he's a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
There it is. Than your friend, just to give her options.
Dr. Love? Love Doctor?
Okay. Well, this is a terrible question, and this This sounds. Do you guys know this guy really
No.
well?
No.
At all?
No.
Okay.
Sounds like a douche.
Okay. So
But he can bench
douche.
305.
But benching 305, you got that going for you, buddy. There's somebody for everybody, I guess, is all I got to say. But actually, one thing I was going to mention, I was a little disappointed. We haven't even talked about like House of the Dragon or anything today, but
That's
this
good.
question makes me think of like that asshole Christian Cole. Like, isn't that the shit that he did? Right? He pulled off the same thing. He slept with the king's wife, tried to make it. Hey, that. What happens? You're a douchebag. You
Hold
look
on.
up douchebag.
Well,
Look it up, man.
Didn't he sleep with his daughter first?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
slept with
that
the daughter
too.
first.
Fucking douchebag.
That's right. There you go.
Spoilers. I'm like 2 seasons.
So there you go.
Can't be
There's
Game of
my
Thrones
relation
without
to House of
incest.
the Dragon, and I get my House of the Dragon take in.
There you go.
Kristen Cole is comparable to what's his name, Rob at Muscle. Yeah, go check out Kristen Cole. That's you. Hey, for what it's worth, good looking guy, douchebag.
That's the medical. That's the official doctor stance right there.
Right.
There's no prescription for that, by the way.
Be a douchebag.
You're just gonna be a douchebag. It's just in your blood. Go find a douche mistress.
What else you got to Blake?
What if my friend's girlfriend is a douche mistress? Should I find her? Hit on her?
They were meant to be at that point.
Well, if she's a douche mistress, she's at least clean.
I almost did that myself.
We're fancy.
We
here.
have a new mixer now, so it's very pretty.
I know. I can't hear it. I have no idea what it is.
You'll hear it tomorrow.
Weren't you disappointed that in the House of the Dragons there weren't as many floppies in House of the Dragon as there were in Game of Thrones?
Oh, there was a significant floppy. At least they made up for it with one very significant floppy,
That's right.
We have no.
and it was not Sir Kristen Cole's. Spoiler alert!
great
For all
now
you
I'm not
ladies out
watching.
there
Now
and
I'm
guys who wanted to see Sir Kristen Cole's douchebag penis, you do not get to see it.
All right, from Ryan L. Terry at RL Terry 1. Not to be confused with that other RL Terry 0.
That's right. We like R.L. Terry. Let's follow him. He does great movie reviews. Just to let you know.
Okay, so this one we know. Just
Yeah, we
making
know
sure.
him.
Okay,
Yeah.
So,
Matt, help with
podcast.
my response to whatever
Yes.
this is.
how far, realistically, that's in parentheses, is too far for a long distance relationship? How long do you logistically coordinate meetups before deciding to move forward or on? What if one has a Monday through Friday and the other is at a rotating shift at the hospital? But
speed
that's
is the-
only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But
You're adding too
sometimes
much.
on
Speed
the
is the
third
truck traveling at?
Friday.
At point A, if you leave point A,
All right. So long distance relationship.
If you're in a long distance relationship and you're at point A,
long-
and your other person is at point B, and you're traveling towards each other at 55 kilometers an hour,
when do you crash?
yes,
most likely you pass each other along the way accidentally.
So how far is too far?
How far is too far? That's always a great question. Today, it's I would tell you almost any significant distance is too far. It's hard to do. You can't make it. You just can't do it. Actually, I like to consider a great example of this would be look at the way Rhaenyra and Daemon were in House of the Dragon.
yeah.
They were together. Everything was going peachy at
right.
Dragonstone, and then all of a
he had to
sudden
go to
he goes to
Harrenhal.
fucking Harrenhal. Now we got a
A.
long distance relationship. You don't.
Do they
even-
have Skype?
We're going back and
No.
forth with.
No.
We're going back and forth with
And she
messengers
doesn't know if he's being honest
and
with
ravens,
her,
and we have
or
no
messing
idea.
around.
He might be
That's right.
talking to some witch out there. We have no idea what's going on out there. Is he
Partaking
raising
in
an
some-
army?
Yeah.
Who knows? She has to go out there herself. And what happens? What happens when they finally get back together?
He bends the knee.
He bends the knee, and everything is just fine because they're back together, and shit was kosher.
Right.
Everything's good. It's hard to make an emotional relationship work long distance. So my answer to this young man is to say, if it's long distance, it's probably an acquaintance.
But how do dragons factor into this?
I was just going to say Louisville.
I mean, couldn't you take
Louisville's too far.
the dragon
Erlanger.
and get there quicker?
How about Erlanger?
She did take the dragon, right?
I'll be honest.
The dragon gets out there, everything's fine. That's what I'm saying.
When I was
but
that's how it all fixed. She fixed it all by getting back together. You can't do it. Long distance was too hard.
I'll be honest. When I was dating a long time ago, anything on the east side of Cincinnati, I was done. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it.
Actually, let's take this from a Cincinnati perspective.
Yeah,
east side and the west
That's a
side.
long distance relationship.
I-75 and I-71.
Yeah.
That's like crossing into the river country.
Yeah.
There in Westeros.
Yeah.
They tell you it's 20 minutes to anywhere here in
Yeah.
Cincinnati, but that's not true west to east side. Doesn't matter.
No.
North to south, somehow it works. East to west, it's like 20,000 miles.
Jim, what did you have?
That's because we build everything to get you north to south. We don't cross over.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't cross
So
over.
that's a
There's
long distance relationship. How many
checkpoints
How many
that you have
east
to
side,
cross
west side marriages are there out there? Cincinnati, sound off. We got to hear. We got to know how many of you east side, west siders are together.
Vale. Highgarden Vale. Highgarden Vale.
How many Highgarden Vale relationships do we have?
That's right.
How
Jim, what do
many
you got?
Dorne and Northerners do we know work together?
I mean, but what about relationships of like convenience or stuff that to better your prospect, your job prospects? Like, let's say you're
And that's an acquaintance.
but you're is it good? Let's say you're like a senator in New York, and let's say your husband's like president
President of New York?
of the United States. Or you're in Chicago and he's in Arkansas.
Okay.
New York, the 52nd state.
That's right.
You know, I'm going to tell you it's the same answer. Long
be honest,
distance
if they-
relationships don't fucking work unless they're acquaintances, and you are going to just.
That's right. Are you a Night King
Hey,
or
you
Cersei
can say
Lannister?
you can even get married in a
well-
long distance relationship, but is really there in a moment?
Let's say you have a kid. Would you take your husband back if he slept with an intern?
Are you trying to say? Do you know these people specifically?
No, I just come off the top of my head.
Oh, okay,
This is just
It
what
did
if.
come off
Well,
the top of his head.
let's put it this way. There's almost no relationships in the political world that are actually anything better than an acquaintance. There you go.
Good answer.
What else we got for the love, Dr. Blake?
Yeah. So this one comes from Pittsburgh Nerd.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
He was on a couple weeks ago.
This Pirogues for you.
That's right. He is a Grand Meister from Old Town. And
Okay.
he says, as an obese 51-year-old master of whispers who eats plates of French fries, who has given up on life in love, should I be smart and only pay for 15 minutes, or should I splurge and pay for a full half hour when I get a professional woman from Lease or from the three cities? Three cities, yeah.
I get this question all the time. I don't care what you choose to do with your time when it comes to the oldest profession in the world. But what I most usually tell people, at least recently, is that don't be like Corlys Velaryon and hit up every brothel you can and ignore the responsibility afterwards and decide to finally try to connect with your offspring when it's too late and you are desperate. See douchebag definition from earlier.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I agree.
I hope that helps.
when you just put it out there, it just makes sense.
Yeah. What else we got?
Yes, our favorite person from Essos,
Randall
Randall Holt at RJ Holt 666.
He's not evil.
He's just my brother.
Or handled that way.
Does eating Skyline chili really cure erectile dysfunction?
Does eating Skyline chili really cure ED?
Doesn't
So-
cure it.
I think we might be asking the wrong person here.
Where's
we are
cheese
the person
coney?
who brought us pierogies.
And not
but-
cheese conies. Can we get Patrick on the phone?
All I got to say is Tywin Lannister had Skyline prior to the night that he was on the privy.
That's right.
How do you think that worked out for him?
And that's why
He had ED?
That's why his corpse stunk there as the Seven Sisters prepared it for burial.
Right.
Hey, it's 9:20.
I will though say Skyline is has a lot of medicinal properties to it. A lot of people use it for constipation, curing constipation.
Yep.
So maybe for some people,
That's right.
99% will not have this effect, but for some people, it might work.
That's right.
This
When White Castle won't work, go to Skyline.
Try Skyline.
episode is sponsored by Skyline Chili.
If Skyline
Whenever
Chili
you're
cures
feeling
ED,
good and
I'm
horny.
pretty sure
Patrick's walking around with a permanent heart on.
Patrick's been walking around with a hard on now for 6 years. And trust me, Miss Marbles, she does not complain.
Try Canadian of the Year.
Try Canadian of the Year.
No wonder he does so many sports and trying to keep himself preoccupied. Bowling, softball, golf.
They all include balls. Let's wrap this sucker up here.
Professor number one and Doctor number one. Since Chris is a doctor, if he were to make a human centipede of the Hobie guys, what order would it be in?
Chris, please don't answer this.
Why? This is diabolical.
Did you get this question a lot?
I ask myself
No.
that every week. Why?
The infatuation of anybody in the Human Centipede movie is scary. I watched it because I had to know.
Ooh, you even watched it?
Well, it's
It
a
was
medical thing.
Fucking horrible, dude.
Was
Don't
it
make
because-
me think of that movie again. King Joffrey thinks this is diabolical. All right?
You know, Human Centipede 3, the whole prison was put in
Wait,
one.
there's more than one?
Yeah, 3,
yeah.
they put the whole prison in.
Yeah, 2, instead of like being 3 people, they did like 100.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I only watched the Human Centipede.
Yeah, that was just on this past week, I saw.
Oh, South Park. Vanilla Paste?
It never learns to read.
Yes.
Um,
That's horrible.
Eat the vanilla paste. The
And I would definitely suggest seeking medical help.
That is the
And that's-
best answer to that question.
That's coming from me, a professional doctor, not doctor.
if anybody has any more questions for the Love Doctor, please send them on in, and we'll get them over to him next week.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it?
Let's talk after.
Okay.
Jeff, do you have some news of the geek?
Does anybody want any cotton candy?
Yeah, let's get this shit over with.
What is it?
It's
Ranch flavored cotton candy.
Because
Because
it's
Doug,
Doug.
is an asshole
Because Doug hates us.
and wants us to suffer.
Look at that. Look at that.
So Doug is the one
ranch cotton candy.
that brought us the ranch ice cream.
that.
I heard that episode. I definitely.
Yeah.
It only has
but the
100
ranch
calories.
ice cream ended up going over better than.
No.
No, that was the worst food we've
Oh,
ever
wait,
had.
hold on. What was the? Maybe I'm thinking of the.
The ranch ice cream included like 2 people putting their heads in the garbage can thinking they were going to throw up.
Yes.
What do we got here?
Maybe it was roast beef gummies or something. It was.
Pickled
Did you
eggs.
just say roast beef gummies?
Yeah, didn't you have roast beef gummies one
I did not,
episode?
but
I
I'm
would
intrigued
swear
by
to
roast
God
beef.
you guys had roast beef gummies.
Kind of like roast beef.
We had the Jones Soda turkey and gravy soda.
Jab a knife in there.
Oh.
If you want some, there's some right behind you.
Oh, dang.
That's how bad this is. Okay, here we go.
Somebody
Oh,
is
God.
somebody is mass producing
Yeah,
this.
normally I only
Doesn't
see
smell bad.
Oh,
It smells
no.
sweet.
normally I only see Jeff attack a thing of food like that when he wants it, not when it's shit.
There you go, Jim. There you
Ranch
go.
is only to be consumed in one form and one form only.
Normally, ranch
Not.
shouldn't be consumed.
That smell is awful.
I'm finishing the bread.
Yeah, eat the pierogi.
I don't want all of that.
You just put that near my beer.
God!
I can smell it from here.
The smell isn't bad. Wait till you taste it.
I'm not going to taste it.
Here goes nothing.
I have no obligation. Oh, no, there's a little left. Okay. Oh, God.
Taste it a little bit. Taste it a little bit.
Not good.
Oh my god.
There is a little bit of sweetness at the end.
That's the worst part.
No, it's better.
Oh!
Just because you hide it with sugar at the end does not make it any better. That is brutal,
I got my
man.
fingers now.
You're right.
Brian, how you doing down there? He's got some. What do you got there?
Oh, you know what you need? You need to put some
where's
like
the lid?
hot
Put-
sauce on it.
Here,
Put some hot
Peep's gonna
sauce
help
on
you.
it.
Give him a peep. Give him a peep.
You got any hot sauce? You gotta have some hot sauce.
I don't think we have any hot sauce.
Peep.
Someone put a lid on that thing.
I think you got it.
Jason, where did you put the lid?
Oh, it's down here.
It do it in the garbage can with the Game of Thrones pest dispensers.
You know what would make that a little better is some Irish butter.
Dude, we don't need that sitting out.
Let me see what this tastes like.
Wrap that around some pizza.
It tastes like feet.
Dip it in the mustard.
No!
Eh?
Oh, God.
Oh, at least this marshmallow can get rid of that terrible taste.
We're saving that for when Doug comes back.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's why I said he needs to participate.
Oh, God. Do you have pierogies left?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, damn it.
Thank you, Mom.
That says a lot that you would take a sauerkraut pierogi.
Yes.
Pierogi over that.
Is Blake okay?
He's all right.
He didn't even try it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Monster Peep.
I have a monster peep. Jeff, give me some monster news of the geek.
That was so offensive.
Oh, God.
That's legit one of the worst things I've ever tasted. I don't go for like nasty foods to be. So
What's worse, the
that was
ice
bad.
cream or the cotton candy?
Ice cream was worse to me.
I would have to think that was worse.
I think the ice cream's worse, but I mean,
It's on my hands.
this one fooled me because it didn't smell too bad. I smelled the sugar, so I didn't think it was going to be too bad. But then I ate it, but
Oh, don't open those yet.
I didn't have the reaction to vomit as much on that. But
It broke down really fast.
yeah,
So,
it was
doctor-
gone quicker.
When we did ranch ice cream, I'm not exaggerating. I had nightmares that night. I woke up and I told my wife the next morning that I legit had a nightmare about ranch ice cream.
So what'd you do with the rest of the ranch ice cream?
My brother took it home to feed to his kids.
So Doug took it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Doug's like, it wasn't that bad.
To
No,
punish
it was.
his children.
Now hold on. I could see some uses for it. Like, could you not melt it a little bit and throw it on some wings?
We think it was melted and then refreeze.
Yeah, that's
What about like
We don't think it was
melt it?
melt-
Throw some potatoes in there, some cheese. Like, try to make something out of
We
it.
think it was more than melted. We think it sat out in the sun for a week and a half.
Oh God!
Then it was refrozen.
And then refrozen.
yeah. He found it in the woods with all the other abandoned mail.
It was green.
I mean,
Wait, ranch ice cream was colored green. That's the color they went with.
It was not green.
It was a tint. It was a tint green.
It was awful.
That was offensive. I'm not. There's no other way for me to describe what that was. It was offensive.
The ice cream or that? They're both. I mean, that was definitely offensive.
So, would you rather not get invited to family vacations or have to eat just like a little dab of that to go?
I'll go to Maine on my own. Fuck Doug. Sorry, but like that's no.
Oh, man.
Would that be considered child abuse?
It should be. I just called
Podcast
241
abuse.
kids. They're on their way.
Jeez.
Can I see? I got to know who makes this. I just got to know. Like, why would you?
Yeah, we
produce
need
this?
to.
Why
we
do
need
you
to have
produce
them
this?
brought up on war crimes.
My God. That was not good.
Fucking Des Moines, Iowa.
Fuck you, Des Moines.
Great. We just lost our listeners there.
If they produce this, I'm fine losing them.
I had a fine time at Des Moines. The one time I stayed there, I think I had a good time.
Did you have
Apparently,
ranch?
you make ranch cotton candy
Can't wait. It's great. It's great.
On purpose.
on purpose.
There is ranch soda pop.
Hey, the good news is that it has natural flavors.
Oh,
If somebody is claiming that ranch is
There's
a natural
nothing
flavor.
natural about
There's
that.
nothing natural, right,
The
Jeff?
flavor of ranch is not natural.
Nothing natural about that. And it's from like some chocolate soybean company.
Chocolate storybook.
Chocolate soybean. I said soybean is soybean.
Do you know what's also not natural? This Peep. There's nothing natural about this
it tastes
marshmallow.
Sure it is.
Wait,
that's a
that's-
natural green color.
That's not a real monster.
And it's not real marshmallow.
sue them. Sue them.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Jeff.
Good news is that this is gluten-free, peanut-free, dairy-free, and GMO-free.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
flavor free. Oh no, it's got flavor.
You need to add a lot more GMOs in that thing.
Yeah, definitely more GMOs.
Put some gluten in it.
Doctor, aren't you glad
didn't
you
have
showed
your-
up?
I guess it's
I
shelf
didn't know to bring
free.
my gluten sprinkler.
We didn't check it. It's
I will
shelf
never
free.
have been able to say that I've tried
Ranch cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
Yeah, it does
and I
not.
can say I have now.
Does not contain shellfish.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, okay.
Just sugar and natural flavors.
I'm feeling a lot better about my decision.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Per Deadline.com, where Dr. Bednar gets all of his news from, Ted Lasso could be getting its 4th season with Warner Brothers TV picking up options for 3 of the main cast. Deadline reports that WB-TV picked up the options for Hannah Waddingham, Brett Goldstein, and Jeremy Swift. All 3 are under the purview of Equity, the UK Actors Union. The report goes on to note that the studio is expected to reach out to the rest of the core cast who are under SAG, all of whom will need new deals as their options all expired. This includes Jason Sudeikis and Brandon Hunt, who co-created the show along with Juno Temple. Sorry. The moves, along with the studio, began to set up a writer's room, set the stage for a potential 4th season greenlight. Sudeikis is believed to be on board for a new season, as the studio would not be moving forward without him. Sudeikis envisioned the show as a 3-season arc, which happened, though he did not shut the door on another potential season if the right idea was found. The show was a huge hit for Apple TV and WB-TV, helping add credibility to the streaming service and earning 13 Emmy wins throughout its 3 seasons, including 2 for Outstanding Comedy Series and 2 each for Sudeikis and Goldstein, plus 1 for Waddingham and Outstanding Supporting Actress. If everything comes together, an early 2025 production start is considered.
I think Sudeikis would probably be more in as an executive producer and maybe a guest spot.
I don't see Sudeikis doing more than a couple episodes.
I see him coming in as like calling him on the phone or something.
Yeah, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Jamie is not going to be there. He is on 2 TV shows, including one Apple show. So they said that he is not going to be there. He will not be on the show. So, and that's fine. His arc was done. So, everybody okay with Ted Lasso for season 4?
I would love it.
But isn't Brett Goldstein going to be busy with his Marvel stuff?
Since everything keeps getting delayed on that, probably not.
I don't think Hercules is getting a movie.
Hercules.
Per Variety.com, where Blake gets all of his news from. Chick-fil-A, yes, that Chick-fil-A is looking to launch a streaming platform. The fast food chain has been working with Hollywood production companies and studios to create family-friendly, mostly unscripted original shows. Unscripted. The Chicken House is also in talks to license and acquire content, according to a source that pitched a project. One of the such programs is a game show from Glassman Media, who has done NBC's The Wall, and Sugar 23, who did 13 Reasons Why. Well, that seems family-friendly, which has been given a 10-episode order. The budgets for the unscripted are around $400,000 per half hour, sources indicate. Chick-fil-A is also considering scripted projects as well as animation. Top Gear and the X Factor alum Brian Gibson is leading the charge on programming. While Chick-fil-A is, of course, known for its fried chicken sandwiches and waffle fries, so good waffle fries, the company is looking to break into reality TV business, which has shrunk in the past few years. Hey, this business is dying. Let's get into it. Put some money into it. Previously produced a series of short animated films for its site, Stories of Evergreen Hills, and launched Penny Cake, its own brand of children's games and puzzles. It's not the first non-entertainment company to enlist in the streaming wars, as brands like Lyft and Airbnb have previously staked a claim in the space. Bob the Drag Queen hosted the game show Lucky Lyft for rideshare service, while MTV aired the Airbnb-produced gay chorus Deep South. That's interesting. So,
I have a feeling Chick-fil-A will not be doing Lucky Lift or Gay Chorus Deep South like programs. I don't think so.
And how did Uber and Lyft not just have reality shows of the cameras of the people in the back of the vehicles that they're taking? Like, that could just be a channel 24/7 and fucking work.
Yeah, they
like. How did they fail in this space?
Yeah, could have been like what was the show on HBO back in like the 90s?
Taxi Cab Confessions.
Taxi Cab Confessions.
There we go. Yeah,
except in a much more modern world. Like,
yeah,
how did that fail? And you think Chick-fil-A is going to work in this?
Oh, yeah, I think it'll be fine.
God's chicken.
I can't wait for KFC and Popeyes to come out with their rival streaming services.
Hopefully their rival streaming services are better than their rival chicken sandwiches.
I hope Uncle Baby Billy is the host of Chick-fil-A. Like, oh, God, come down, get your chicken.
The best is that Wendy's, the actual site, started making fun of Chick-fil-A, and they started giving them titles, Any Given Day But Sunday. Let's see. Despicable Meat 2. Emily in Paris, Texas. Chicken Runs. America's Least Wanted. We Bought a Streaming App.
I like that one. I don't know what America's Least Wanted.
It's all from Wendy's.
I don't know about you, but Wendy's is a popular
Fantastic.
place. If you ever drive by a Wendy's and Chick-fil-A next to each other, where do you think that line is?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Appetite Gone in 60 Seconds.
Gone appetite.
The Bland Supremacy. Lord of the Flies on My Food. This is all from Wendy's.
That wasn't as good.
Yeah. Let's see here. And then one of the Twitter followers for Wendy's put, "No chicken for old men." And they said, "Do you want a job?" Wendy's is like, "Do you want a job?"
Wendy's definitely has one of the best social media accounts.
They do.
They need to take that guy and hire him and like, they take him and put him in some of their restaurants because some of their restaurants are horrible.
Oh, I'm sure there's
Don't go to the one in Norwood. Ever.
No, there's one near where I live that is really, really good, but it is the third closest. We will skip the other two to go to the third one because the other two are crap.
The other two
What separates them?
The quality of the product and the efficiency that they get it to you.
Okay.
Norwood makes those other two look fantastic.
They probably do.
You know, I never thought I'd live so close to two of the worst Taco Bells in the world.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I do.
with you.
Yeah, Norwood, and there's one.
Seymour
Oh, come on down to
Avenue.
Northern Kentucky, Brian.
Seymour Avenue is
ranked number 2 in the country as
okay.
worst fast food.
and
Taco
they've been
Bells.
open less than 6 months, and they've already.
They're new.
Yes,
Yes.
less
Oh,
than
I
6
didn't know
months.
that.
I drive past it every Tuesday when I come
that's
here.
That's pretty bad considering
yeah, that wins.
the number of bad.
We have a new one in
they got.
Bellevue now, and it's actually terrible, but not that terrible.
I mean,
Yeah.
are there fights in the parking lot amongst employees and customers?
I don't know. But
That
the
was one
employees
of
are
the-
usually not in the Taco Bell. I know that. Like most of the time you drive by one and you see there's like 6 employees all standing outside. You're like, there's no way there's more of them. That's what they've got at 10 o'clock at night, right?
Yeah.
Like 6 is a lot, actually.
Multiple of the complaints about that Taco Bell are that the employees are fighting the customers or each other in the parking lot. Like
So it's Fight Club.
I'm blessed. That's all I can say to be live so close to such terrible fast food.
Hashtag blessed.
Yeah.
Welcome to
hashtag.
Taco Bell. Did you use your app today? No. Then you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because we're all out here smoking.
Yeah.
We'll do the quickies next week, so we can get to.
We can do it right now. Police are looking for a woman, according to Facebook video, who climbed over a wooden fence and tried to touch a tiger, almost getting bit in this.
That's terrible. She should have gotten eaten.
Cohasset Zoo in
Cohasset
New
Zoo, New
Jersey.
Jersey. And footage posted in the Bridgeton Police Department. The woman is seen trying to entice a tiger, putting her hand through the wire enclosure, causing the animal to try and bite her hand. The woman then quickly moved back before the Bengal tiger turned away. The Facebook post shared by the police department also featured a photo of a sign at the zoo at the closure that read, "Do not climb over the fence. Climbing over any zoo fence is against City Ordinance 247C."
This is the best part that the police had to put this part out, Jim. Go ahead.
Reminder to the public when visiting the zoo that it is against city ordinance to climb over any fence.
These actions could result in a person being restricted or banned from the zoo. Or eaten.
Yeah.
Or eaten.
Or eat. Yeah. Banned from the zoo or killed.
I fucking hate it here.
I've said it. I can't tell you how many times. But people, fuck, man.
I'm glad the tiger didn't bite her, because then they would take it out on the tiger.
Yeah, the tiger would have been euthanized
Oh, the tiger bit somebody.
Because of
She
this-
shouldn't have been there.
because of
Rip Harambe.
Harambe.
people's stupidity.
Yep.
The animals, they suffer.
Yep. It is New Jersey.
I agree.
I don't care where it is. I care about the animal. I don't
No,
care
I'm
where
just saying New Jersey
I'm just
also
saying.
had the
That's
aquarium
right.
inside the mall,
Yeah.
remember?
All humans could be consumed in that situation as long as you don't euthanize the animal.
Yeah.
Because they were the fucking idiots.
Right.
And I'm with you. on
I'm
that one,
rooting
Brian.
for the animal every single time.
My
Yep.
man.
Every time somebody does this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if an animal comes into my house and attacks me or attacks somebody, I'm rooting for the human.
How many times has a tiger gone into your house?
3.
3? That's kind of low.
They yelled, "It's great," and ran out.
Stole your cereal.
Yeah, they just wanted you to buy more Frosted Flakes.
Jeff, what do you got for box office news and World Report?
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
The box office news and national report this week. Per 411 Mania, the weekend's most high-profile new release was DOA in The Crow. The Rupert Sanders-directed remake of the supernatural action thriller garnered a mere $4.6 million for Lionsgate. Below even the mediocre high single-digit expectations.
Here's the positive.
It's better than the $1.6 million star Bill Skarsgård's Boy Kills World in April. But that film was a niche property with less marketing and was in 800 less theaters. The buzz around The Crow has been bad since the moment it was announced, and the film has been in development for over 15 years and went through a revolving door of talent. Marketing for the film was universally poorly received, and the film itself went over even worse at a 20% Rotten Tomato critic aggregate, and the audience scores are a mediocre B- at CinemaScore. The Crow cost $50 million and will lose lots of money.
I didn't know this was an actual remake. I thought it was like...
Didn't somebody die?
I thought it was like just...
No.
What do you mean it didn't know it was a remake?
I got bitched about this several times over the past year.
Maybe it just
Obviously, weren't listening.
Didn't you listen?
I was listening,
Didn't
but-
you listen to when Brian described what the movie was about last week?
No.
I guess that's obvious.
Cool.
I did not do
Yeah,
well.
I mean, I knew it was like a reimagining or whatever
Yeah.
remake, but I mean, I'll say kudos to them. It scored terribly, and they said, you know what? People are still gonna have the opportunity to see it.
Yep.
We're not just gonna shelve it and eat $50 million.
Hey,
So,
Batgirl. Is that coming out yet?
Good for them.
It will never come out.
Well, you never know if something will become a cult classic because of how bad it is, too.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm actually interested
Might as well
in seeing
release it, right? It's the ones that they don't release. You miss all of the ones that you don't release.
That's right.
Just release that shit. We want to watch bad things too.
Give the people if you're gonna spend the money to make it,
Yeah,
let
right.
the people decide whether it's good or
Yeah,
bad. Like,
dude.
The Day the Laughter Died? Was that
Yep.
the name of it?
Yep.
No one's got to see that.
It will be next year.
Is it,
Next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Jerry Lewis, when he's a clown sending kids to the gas chambers in Auschwitz. You will see that film next year because it's
I will not.
it's about Nazis.
Ah, damn it! We almost got through an episode.
It's an anti-Nazi film. It's not pro-Nazi by any stretch.
We will have Scab Jeff come on and talk about that film.
I can guarantee that I will not be seeing that.
Oh, there's 2 left.
I've seen clips of it. It's not good.
I can't imagine.
What do you got, Jeff? What's coming out? Oh, what happened?
Number 1 at the box office, Deadpool and Wolverine made another $18.3 million, a total of $577 million on a $200 million budget.
I think it might do well.
Alien Romulus made another $16 million, a total of $73 million on a $90 million budget. It Ends With Us, coming in at number 3, made $12 million, a total of $121 million on a $25 million budget. Wow. Blink Twice made $7.3 million in its opening weekend on a $20 million budget and beat The Crow. And The Forge made $6.6 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $5 million. Already got its budget
that they
back.
made a documentary about mall rats, the security guard.
That's La Forge.
Oh, my bad.
La Forge. Coraline, in its second week of re-release, also beat The Crow.
At this point, our show beat
This
The Crow.
episode just beat The Crow.
Yes.
In
Coraline
listenership
did
and
$5
viewership.
million.
Yeah. And it did well last week, too.
Uh-huh. It's $24.1 million in its re-release.
I mean, there are no kids' movies out, so they got to go see something, right?
Yeah.
Well, Despicable Me 4
there we
did
go.
4.2 and Inside Out did $2 million.
Yeah.
And they're both available to rent now, I think.
And I was going to say, all of those are the second or third time they've gone to those.
Yes.
man.
What do you got coming out? Oh, jeez.
Coming out, we got a movie called City of Dreams. Inspired by a true story, City of Dreams chronicles the journey of a Mexican boy whose dreams of becoming a soccer star are shattered when he is smuggled across the border and sold to a sweatshop in downtown Los Angeles.
I thought it was when he was made to play for an MLS team.
Sounds horrible.
Starring
Instead of Liga MX.
Jason Patrick.
Oh,
I have so many
we can
things
talk
I
to
could
him
say,
about
and
that.
I'm not going to. I have to
news
go down the
is-
hall to say it.
Nike shoes are still under 100.
We can talk to
Where are you buying your Nike shoes?
Jason Patrick, yeah.
Jason Hines.
Yeah. Paulina Gatan, Renata Vach, Sam Levine, Diego Galva.
Sam Levine.
Yes.
All right. That sounds uplifting.
Yes. Okay. Also coming out, we have 1992. A shopkeeper must save his son from an angry mob during the 1992 LA riot uprising after the Rodney King verdict.
This looks good.
Starring.
This looks good.
Well, it came out in 2022.
Yeah.
But it's starring Tyrese Gibson, Ray Liotta, Scott Eastwood, Dylan Arnold, Oleg Taktarov, the Russian bear, or the MMA fighters in it.
Mm-hmm. I will crush you.
Go for it.
If I could change, and you could change.
Okay, next we have coming out, we have AID.
What?
It's spelled
Bless you.
AFR capital AID. The Curtis family is selected to test a new home device, digital assistant called AIA. AIA learns the family's behaviors and begins to anticipate their needs.
Oh, isn't that
and
nice?
she can make sure nothing and no one gets in her family's way.
Gee, that movie wasn't inevitable.
It's actually a documentary.
Starring
It's fine.
John Cho.
Right. Here at Jason Picker's house on Lola Court.
You have this, don't you, Jason?
Yes.
Yeah, we have AIA. What are you talking about?
Starring John Cho, Catherine Waterston, Keith Carradine, Havana Rose Lee, and others.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, there's a couple more. We have Tokyo Cowboy.
Ooh.
A Japanese businessman goes on an unwitting journey of self-discovery when he takes a company trip from Tokyo to a Montana cattle ranch.
Is it Billings?
Bozeman.
It doesn't
Montana.
say. But you know who it doesn't star?
What's that?
Kevin Costner.
Costner.
And it will probably do better than Horizon.
Well, we'll see.
But yeah, you should leave the number one television show series in the world for it.
Yes.
I mean, that's the right call.
How dare you?
Next, we have You Gotta Believe.
I mean, you have to.
A Little League Baseball team of misfits dedicated
Yeah.
their season to a player's dying father. In doing so, they accomplished the impossible by reaching the World Series Finals in a game that became an ESPN instant classic.
Spoilers,
Let
he's
me guess,
actually
they
not really
lose.
dying. It was just a ploy to get them to play better.
Let me guess. The 12-year-old's arm got blown up. Coach puts him back in at first base.
Tommy John surgery.
I've heard this
John.
before.
This is
The pitcher's really 14.
18.
The pitcher was really 20.
this. We bring back Luke Wilson and Greg Kinnear to star in a movie together. Ooh. Molly Parker, Sarah Gadon.
Wait, did they star in one together before?
They were both in
outta here.
Old School.
Kinnear was in Old School. Oh,
He was the asshole,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Yeah. What else you got?
Then we have Slingshot. An astronaut struggles to maintain his grip on reality aboard a possibly fatally compromised mission to Saturn's moon Titan.
Is this a true story?
I think this one sounds interesting.
True story.
This has Casey Affleck, Lawrence Fishburne, David
Larry.
Morrissey,
All
Tomer
right.
Capone, Emily Beecham. Yeah.
I liked it when it was an asteroid, not an astronaut.
It-
Make
yeah.
it an animated series.
animated-
I like this.
Kind of like a family of asparagus, but one's a little more conscious about its own.
I think I've heard that before.
And the last one I'm going to talk about is Reagan.
Oh, okay.
A drama
yes.
based on the life of Ronald Reagan from his childhood to his time in the Oval Office.
Who stars in that?
Dennis Quaid.
Quaid is going
Really?
Reagan.
That's Jane Wyman is played by Mina Suvari. C. Thomas Howell's in the movie with no character written. Penelope Ann Miller is Nancy Reagan. Amanda Righetti is Nellie Reagan. John Voight is Victor Petrovich.
God.
Kevin Dillon is Jack Warner. Justin Chatwin is Jack Reagan. And Brian's favorite,
Sorbo's in it.
Kevin Sorbo, plays
Of
Reverend
course.
Cleaver.
Oh, good God.
C. Thomas Howell technically wasn't supposed to be in it. He was just walking by, and he's just like, "Hey, I'm in the background."
I'm just happy there's been a Kevin Dillon sighting.
Yikes.
Wow.
Jeff, you got me some top 5 music. Jim, you
Wow.
always do a
Just
good
wow.
job with
That's what we have coming out?
Yeah.
Like, that's it?
Yeah.
So next week,
wonder
Deadpool's
I'm
going to
not
make
going
like
to
20
movies.
million.
Yes.
Well, I got 13 movies coming out in China. If you want me to go
No.
Jesus.
Just one. Just to give me the top expected coming out in China.
No, Jason told me I wasn't allowed
No.
to.
Wow. Okay.
Go ahead.
Boy, oh boy, weren't they great. That's the Lobotomized Monkey, and now, the top 5.
Thank you, Pop Culture Cafe. Top 5 this week. Just saying, they've written more songs for our show than Bednar has recently. Top 5 hit wonders.
No. Bednar wrote one tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's
the
right.
Brian
that's right.
song.
Go ahead. Can you sing that song again?
That's Brian's song. I sang it earlier. There's only one night performance. You have to pay me double.
Oh.
Just
I got
listen.
IOUs for you.
Listen tomorrow.
Okay. Top 5 one-hit wonders.
The Hobie song is my number one by far. There's no question. I mean, you know that's the number one for me, right?
You know what? That might be my number one now, too. Dr. Bednar, what's your number 5?
Hold on. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, so this is about my own personal ones, right? So I literally went into my iTunes to see how many one-hit wonders I have.
It's a lot, isn't it?
There's not as many as I thought, but they're pretty good ones. Okay, so so I'll go for my number 5. Jump Around, House of Pain.
Jump around.
That's my number 5.
It's because you can dance to it, right?
You know what? Here's my theory behind some of what I'm going to say here, and you're going to see a kind of a common theme. It's somewhat of the popularity of it too.
Yeah.
Like Jump Around became a stadium, an anthem for Wisconsin, especially, but all stadiums. It's a one-hit wonder that just went bonkers globally, and for what it's worth, it's still going and it's still a badass tune.
And you can still dance to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, all you got to do
is jump
be
straight
able to
up
jump.
and down.
Okay. Some of us that's a lot harder for.
Put one, you don't. You can actually just bend your knees up and down.
Okay,
and then
if that counts, then
you
I'm
really
in.
just have to bounce.
You don't really have to jump.
Just as long as one hand's in the air.
All right, then yeah,
Like you just
everybody
don't
can
care.
dance and jump
Yes.
around. Jump around. Get
number
up,
5.
get down.
I will go ahead and well, first I will say for my list, for me, a one-hit wonder is a band that released one song that cracked the Billboard Top 40, and no other Top 40 songs.
Okay.
What if they don't have any songs that crack the top 40?
Then they are not a one-hit wonder because you need to have the one hit.
Correct.
That.
What if they hit other charts?
Shut it.
No, I'm top 40 chart. That's it.
Charts in Somalia do not count in this.
Yeah, we are Americans. I'm going by the American chart.
American.
And I decided to do this by decade.
Okay.
So I picked one from the 70s through the 2010s.
Okay, go ahead.
So I guess I'll just start early. Mm-hmm. And in the 70s, I'm narrowing it down, and I'm going with Spirit in the Sky by Norman Greenbaum.
Norman Greenbaum, one of the greatest of all time.
Okay.
One-hit wonders.
One-hit wonder that's been covered several times since then.
It's been good, yeah. It has.
Yeah, a lot of one-hit wonders have been covered by other bands. Some of these one-hit wonders on my list are covers.
The better version is the cover.
Let's see here. My number 5. I'm going to go with One Night in Bangkok. I really enjoy that song. One Night in Bangkok.
Okay.
Who sings it?
Makes you very humble.
Ah, shit.
Murray Head.
Thank you.
Sings it.
And apparently, I just learned this a couple months ago. What's his name? The actor from Ted Lasso plays Rupert.
Sudeikis?
No,
Oh, Rupert.
is his brother.
Oh.
I forgot Rupert. He was also in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, apparently.
Yep.
Good for him.
But they're his brothers with Murray Head.
And, Murray had also had, I guess they didn't chart, but he was on the studio album of Jesus Christ Superstar.
Number 5 for you, Jim?
I will go with, I'm surprised she didn't have another song. I'll go with Tom's Diner.
Luca never charted?
No, song.
In other countries,
Tom's Diner was in one of those top 40.
Oh wow! I just figured Luca would have charted.
Number 5 for you, Brian?
Number 5 for me, we're going to start off with To Be With You by Mr. Big.
Mr. Big.
Who wants to be with you?
That could only somewhat be attributed to the fact that they only did the one album together. That was a super rock band. Like they had multiple artists who were big time. But you're right, that was their only big hit.
That was pretty much the last.
That's a good one. That was a number one. That was a number one.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the last.
They did have another hit off that album though, but it wasn't. I don't think it was a top 40.
I don't think it was.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I know there was another one, but there was another song on that. But that's a great one.
Pretty much the last, hair metal band song to chart and do well, and when grunge came along and killed off all hair metal.
You're right. It was very much near the end of that.
Blake, number 5.
Yeah, same thing. I had to make sure that these were bona fide number ones, but then didn't have anything else in anybody name that they sung. So I decided to date myself. An awful lot. So I started off with one of my favorite songs from one of my favorite movies in the 80s. I starred Tom Hanks. I Know What Boys Want by the Waitresses in 1982. I know what boys want.
Blake, what'd your wife say when you decided to date yourself?
She says, well, at least somebody likes you. At least somebody likes you.
Number 4, Blake.
Number 4. Dun dun dun. Tainted Love.
Oh, God.
1991 Soft Cell. Over and over again.
Soft Cell.
Hate that song.
That's right.
That is a cover.
That is one of the greatest.
That is a cover. I have that as an honorable mention.
Tainted Love.
Number 4 for you, Brian?
Number 4 for me, You Get What You Give.
You only
The
get
New Radicals.
New Radicals. That's on my top 5.
What number?
It's my number 2.
Put it on the board.
On the board.
We don't have a board, so.
Shh. We don't have cameras.
What the fuck is that thing?
No, that's a board right there. See the board? Ding.
Oh, there it is. Sorry, it was covered up in the corner.
Number 4?
My head is too fat.
Your fingers.
Number 4, Jim?
What if God was one of us?
What if God was one of us?
Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus.
Joan Osborne, that's right.
Trying to make his way home.
It's a good thing you guys are all off key. Otherwise, we would get sued for copyright here.
Oh, not when I'm singing.
We are way off, so we're good. Yeah, Joan Osborne's one of us.
Number 4 for me is Come On Eileen by Dixie.
Dixie's Midnight Rider.
Yeah, Dixie's Midnight Rider.
That song is trash.
I don't care. I love it.
Doesn't matter. You play it at a wedding and everybody goes bonkers.
Come on,
That's
Eileen.
right. Everybody dance to it and break out the
Say what you want. We all hate the song, but even you will dance to it, Jim.
No, I won't.
No, I
he won't.
I won't.
He really won't.
Come on, you. Come on, me. Come on, Eileen.
It's one of those that comes out of like,
It's so.
And the electric slide, right? Like,
but it's
no,
catchy.
please don't play the.
I mean, it's catchy, so that's why I think.
Number 4.
we haven't heard the last of Dexy's Midnight Runners.
What?
Well, in The Simpsons, when the B Sharps won the Best New Artist Grammy over Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Number 4, Jeff?
I'm into my 1980s one-hit wonder. I'm going to take Modern English's I Melt With You.
Great song. Great song.
Stop the world and melt with you.
I would, yeah. I'm kind of surprised they didn't have more hits.
I'm getting better all the time.
Really?
What?
There's nothing you and I won't do.
That's
Craig
right.
Ferguson did the best
Modern
cover
English
of that.
1982.
Yeah.
That's on my list.
Put it on the
What
board.
number?
Put it on the board.
That was going to be 3.
Put on.
All right, going up on the board.
Number 4 for you. Bednar?
Oh, 4?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, you.
Oh, good pick.
Got what I need.
But you
say he's just a friend.
Bullshit.
But you say he's just a friend. Oh,
baby, you.
That's all I got.
The Biz Marquee.
Biz Marquee. Come on.
Yeah, I
That's
will.
great.
I will sing along to that.
Everybody
every time it
will
comes
sing
on.
along to that song every time it's played.
It's an excellent song. I agree with you on that one.
Number 3 for you, Bednar. Doctor?
Oh, I get to go back again?
Yeah, we're snaking.
All right, well, this one's a tie.
He hopied it.
That's all right. That's all right because then he took my New Radicals, which was my number 2.
Well, so then you can just
what
spread
I'll
them
do
out.
is I'm going to spread them out now.
Okay,
So I'm
go.
going to go with Natalie Imbruglia's "Torn."
That's on my list. It was an honorable mention.
That's on
I'm
my
all
list
out
as
of
an
faith,
honorable mention.
and this is how I feel.
Yep.
I'm cold.
And I can't get out of your fucking head.
That is also a cover.
It is a
You listen
cover.
to 600 songs afterwards, and you can't get it out of your head.
She's hot, too.
Well, she was a soap opera actress in Australia.
Oh. There you go.
Yes, she was. That's amazing that you knew that off the top of your head.
Number 3 for
I
you,
know
Jeff.
a lot of useless shit from the 90s.
You do, apparently.
Number 3 for me. I'm going to go into the 90s here.
Let's see if he takes one of mine.
I am going with "Bittersweet Symphony" by
Son of
The
a bitch, that's
Verve.
my number 3.
That was honorable mention. I didn't write it down, but I looked at him like, that's a really good song. Jeff's probably going to have it on his list.
Unfortunately, they make no money from it.
And no. It has been reversed.
Yes.
Oh, really?
They have been given the rights back after years of
Fighting?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Litigation.
Litigation.
That's as someone once told Keith Richards, it's the best song you've written in the last 40 years.
And it was in Cruel Intentions. Mm-hmm. That was my number 3 as well. Number 3 for you, Jim?
Number 3 for me. Oh, God, this is so annoying. But every time it plays on, it's Blue Dabba Dee.
Ooh, no, that's a
Blue
Dabba Dee.
Yeah.
I hate that song.
By what, Eiffel 45 is the name of the band?
That is correct. Eiffel 45.
Number 3, Brian?
Number 3 for me, No Rain, Blind Melon.
All I can say is that my life is
The lead singer committed suicide, right?
No.
Or died of a
Yes.
drug overdose.
Overdose.
Okay.
Second recording.
We had a comedian come into Xavier when I was there, and he played guitar and sang, and he started playing that, and he's like, all I can say is that my life is pretty over. And that was a month after he died.
Jeez.
Yikes.
Wow. Number 3 for you, Blake.
I'll stop the world and melt
with you.
Great
Yep.
shoegazing dancing song.
Number 2?
Number 2, he's spinning me white round, baby, white round. I got
Like a record, baby,
white
right
round. By Dead or Alive.
Good job. Number 2 for you?
Their other song,
The other song didn't actually get in the top 40?
Dead or Alive, or they had 3 songs.
Brand New Lover was...
Yeah.
Number
2 for you?
Get a brand new lover.
Oh, Blake, I saw Dead or Alive in concert. They played a free concert. Like Duran Duran was there. It was one of those in the park things. They played 4 songs. They started off with Right Rounds.
Yeah.
Then they played Brand New Lover. Then they played Dead or Alive. Then they came back and played This is Spin Me Right Round again.
Why not? That's right.
I guess that was the remix version.
I got my sets on you, Ray.
Number 2, Brian?
Number 2 for me, Hey There, Delilah.
Hey
White
there,
Tees.
Delilah. What's it like in...
Yeah, that is the whole thing, Plain White Tees. I didn't put that,
That
on my
is-
list.
yep.
Yeah.
Number 2?
Yeah, Brand New Lover peaked at number 15 on the U.S. Top 100.
Oh, well, I forgot that one.
Well,
So did everyone else.
I pretty memory hold that.
Well, I have Hobie these because these are just some fantastic songs here.
Okay.
So I will go with I love the song, but I hate when people play it when I'm finishing up at work.
Closing time.
Closing.
By Semisonic.
You don't have to leave. Or you don't have to
have to leave.
You don't have to leave.
No, you've got to get the fuck out of here.
By law, you need to leave.
And then since we already have what we have the Verve.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Verve pipe.
Yep.
Yeah.
The freshman.
Yep.
I that is an honorable mention.
My number 2.
It is annoying, but it's
I know.
catchy.
Yeah, it is.
I don't find it annoying. I like it.
We were merely freshmen.
My number 2. I know people hate it. I don't care. I love it.
I hate it.
By Tony Basil.
Mickey?
Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You're blowing my mind. Hey,
No, the only people that hate it is when people are trying to enjoy a wedding and trying to do a dance and build a little pyramid for the cheerleader, which was the bride to sit on top of.
That's true. Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so
How
fine.
many of these are wedding favorites, by the way? Like,
None of mine are.
Number 2 for you, Jeff?
Definitely not a wedding favorite for me. Number 2, I'm going into the 2000s. I think it's 2007. Blue October's "Hate Me."
Okay.
Good song.
Hate
me.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
That's the
and
name of the
there's
song.
your,
Exactly
there's
how
your
it goes.
recreation, right?
Yeah. That's
number 2 for you, Doctor?
I'm just going to sing "Hate Me" to.
Okay, so this would actually have been my tie for number 3, but since Brian took my New Radicals, which is a badass song, by the way, and I will pimp that again. What I Am by Edie Brickell.
What I am
And New
is
Bohemians.
what I am
And New
and what
Bohemians.
you are. Oh,
Philosophy
That one is a college one. Sorry, I got
is the
I got some memories from there, but I don't remember them.
who was she dating at the time that helped her get that popular?
Nobody.
her husband.
Paul Simon.
Nobody.
Although was she dating at the time? I thought they
She
met
got diamonds
after
on the
they-
soles of her shoes.
I think they met before it became big when they were. But
Okay.
Diamonds.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 then. Faith No More's Epic.
Oh,
You want it all, but you can't have it. What is it?
That's right.
number 1, Jeff?
Number 1, I'm in the 2010s here, and I have Little Talks by Of Monsters and Men.
That's a
good song.
Little Talks.
By Monsters and
Of Monsters and Men.
You need to get into this new hip music here, Chris.
Jeez, Doctor. It's like you're a busy doctor or something.
We would
They
play
are
it.
out of Iceland.
We would play it, but
is
we
Kaleo.
don't want to get sued.
Who's who?
Kaleo.
I don't know that one.
Oh, they're badass rock band. Okay, we're gonna share some music at the end of this. I'm on Monsters and Men. All right.
My number 1 is always number 1 for me. Take on me.
Take on me.
Take me on.
Take
By Aha.
on me.
And you know, I think if I had to predict Jason's list, I would have gotten 4 of the 5.
Yep. Yep, you probably would have.
That makes sense. That's probably the greatest one-hit wonder of all time.
Yep. Great
Well,
video.
there's one more that might actually be up there.
Number 1 for you?
Would that be their cover of the James Bond?
No,
Their James Bond hit
that was a James Bond song.
theme? Yeah.
It just didn't chart high enough, I think. I think they officially are one hit wonder.
They are
Aha
one-hit
was
wonder.
really big in Europe, though. They toured
huge.
over there. Yeah.
They're huge in Europe, but
Number 1?
My number 1, I Hobie Disc, is the 2 songs. I just think they're so bad they're good. One is by Eagle Eye Cherry.
Save
Save
the
the
night.
night.
And fight the break of dawn.
That's scary that we both
Tomorrow-
had that. Did you
tomorrow
copy that?
I'll be gone. Save tonight.
I know Jim's like that song pretty much
I
since
do
it
like
was
that song.
popular.
Good song.
And then the other one is a band that I was in. We hit big with one song, and then they got rid of me.
Yep.
Or what I told people at a job I had once.
Wait a minute.
And they believed me because I knew all the words to the song.
Go ahead.
Be Deep Blue Something's Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Hey now.
What about
breakfast at Tiffany's?
Oh, I learned that
I don't
song
think
so
I
long ago. and
Remember the film, but I recall.
Forgot it
I
as
think
quickly as I could
we
learn it.
both kind of
Jim
liked
convinced
it.
people who were working under him that he used to be in the band.
That's a fantastic idea. I love it, Jim.
Because the band isn't good enough, big enough, so it's believable.
It's believable. Yeah, no,
Exactly.
this is perfect. I mean, that's
Well, not
fantastic.
a lie. If
If
you
you're going to
believe it.
live a second life, choose that. Yeah.
Well,
why not?
I had to move on from when my first band broke up. Well, it didn't break up. Jeff and I got kicked out of the band that we were in.
Okay.
And then they took the
all
songs,
our songs and had hits
with them.
Would that be
the original band? Or
the band it had like kids from people's parents who were second generation musicians, and everybody knows our father was in
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf.
So what was the band
So
called?
the Hanson brothers?
No.
The band was Wilson Phillips Now.
Wilson Phillips Now.
Wilson Phillips Now.
Okay.
And then
But then they kicked us out of the band.
Some of us say it's because Jeff refused to sleep with Corny.
I can't deny that's why she kicked me out.
Let's not go down that road. Allegedly.
You know,
It's definitely allegedly true.
Jeff, that long distance relationships are just difficult.
They don't work, I
They
heard.
don't work. Now, if you're in the same RV, on the other hand, now I'm curious how you broke up.
RVs are rocking.
Well, he walked into the room and she was eating a whole tub of Crisco.
Okay, number one for you, Brian.
At least she wasn't eating a tub of ranch cotton candy.
Yeah, Crisco looks good now, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, Chris, we have an entire behind the music of this.
Number one, Brian. What you got, Brian?
Number one for me, Far Behind, Candlebox.
That's good.
That was tough. I would argue Candlebox had one or two others. I'm with you.
Let me pull that up.
Nowhere near
I'm with you.
as large.
I agree.
as Far Behind.
I agree.
After Far Behind, I anticipated more.
I saw them in concert in the 90s.
Stop tapping.
I'm gonna have to start. Yeah, I don't know. I agree. Candlebox. That's a really, really good one, especially for the '90s.
Blake, number one.
My number one ruined phone numbers.
Tommy
8675309.
Yep.
We have.
Well, hold on. Just to let you know, on the Billboard charts, Far Behind topped at number 18, top 40 hit. The next song, You, topped at 78.
Oh,
So I
not top 40. Yep.
We had a lot of listener ones, so we'll do these first. Randall Holt at RJ Holt 666. He's not evil.
He's my
Just
brother.
handled that way.
He had Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon.
Well,
I'm surprised that's the only one that
Oh
charted.
no, Zevon had.
Because you also had
Well, not argue, I get it.
probably
not top 40.
the two-ton
What's that?
As a solo.
Excitable Boy. He had...
Excitable Boy was absolutely a hit.
He had Whip It by Devo. Black Velvet by Alana Miles.
Ooh, I like that song. I didn't think of
that's
that
a
one.
good one.
Velvet.
Beds
a
Are
good one.
Burning by Midnight Oil.
Midnight Oil.
They're bigger in Australia.
They had lots of number ones in Australia.
Heart and Soul by Tupac.
Tapow.
Thank you.
Iowa. Warren's. Oh, I'm sorry. Go and finish.
Lunatic Fringe by Tom Cochrane.
Oh,
Wait.
Tom Cochran.
No.
Tom Cochran did Life is a Highway, so
He has Lunatic Fringe.
Lunatic Fringe was
Lunatic
Red
Fringe
Rider, the
was-
band that Tom Cochran was in.
Okay, there you go.
But Werewolves of London topped at 21. A Certain Girl topped at 57.
Oh.
And those are the only two that charted.
Jacoba.
Rolling the headless Thompson Gunner.
Nope.
Jacoba at Tweets by Jacobo had Are You Jimmy Ray by Jimmy Ray. Just a Friend by Biz Marquet.
Good pick.
What Would You Do by City High.
What?
Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus. And Blue by
Aren't any
I
of
Full
these hits?
65. I'm blue.
just a teenage dirtbag.
Yeah. Honorable mentions, he had Dragostea Dean-Tia by Ozone. I have no idea. Are You Going to Be My Girl by Jet?
There you go.
Oh,
That's
you're going to
one.
be
That
my
guy,
girl.
That's a good one.
And Because I Got High by Afro Man.
Afro Man.
That's a good one, too.
Doug, number one fan, had What's Up for Non-Blondes.
What's going on?
Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba.
Yep.
I get knocked down,
And
I
I
get up
get
again.
up again. You're never going to keep me down.
I have a whiskey
Did
drink.
you ever listen to that album? Oh, seriously.
Oh, I've never listened to
Did
anything
anybody
but that
listen to the
song.
Chubba One?
Oh,
that album?
yes.
There's no other song that is even remotely close to Tub
that-
Thumping.
yeah.
Like, it is a completely different band. It's kind of like Blind Melon's
No Rain.
No Rain.
My
The
number
rest of
three.
the album is literally one of the best fucking albums of the 90s.
It is pretty good.
And then there's No Rain, which is the hit, and it's shit. And the rest of the album is fucking insanely good.
But the Chumbawamba is actually a English football chant song, so it's not really their original song.
It's not even there.
Borrowed it.
Right. They borrowed it and it made a hit. Yeah.
This is again by the quarterback for the Sentinels. Rock Me Amadeus by Shane Falco.
It is not by Shane Falco. That's a correction I added on there.
Oh, sorry.
What?
It takes
It's by
two.
Falco, not Shane Falco.
Shane Falco.
Takes two. Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. And Jump Around by House of Pain.
Yep.
Which is a good one.
Well, where did Shamrocks and Shenanigans land on the list after that?
I don't know what that is.
No West End Girls?
West End
Well, they've had
Girls.
They've had about 4 hits.
Pet Shop Boys
Pet Shop
have
Boys.
more top 40 hits than that? Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Let me look up. Yeah.
Nisi.
What was the... You
Indiana.
got the brains, I got the brawn. Let's
Total
make
Eclipse
lots
of the
of
Heart.
money.
Indiana's top nurse.
She had another song that was
She
on
did,
the
didn't she? She had one other one.
from Hit Footloose.
Oh, that's right. She had in that kind. Yeah.
Nisi had Ice Ice Baby. Heart and Soul. Heart and Soul. You get what you give. Seasons in the Sun.
Radicals, third one.
And Afternoon Delight.
Afternoon Delight.
Wow.
Brian Ow.
Just Hour. A-U-E-R.
Former
Hour.
Canadian of the Year. Waiting for a Star to Fall by Boy Meets Girls. 867-5309 by Tommy Tutone. Break My Strike by Matthew Wilder. Walking on Sunshine, Katrina and the Waves. Betty Davis Eyes by Kim Carnes.
She's got Betty Davis eyes.
Steve had Everything I Learned from Movies.
Everything I learned from movies.
Has Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runner. Barbie Girl by Aqua.
Yeah.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Big Country by Big Country.
In a big
What a
country
stupid-
dream.
This is actually a pretty good one because
Nobody said Macarena yet either. Like,
Nope.
Well, that's a terrible song.
Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr.
And Mambo number 5's bad too.
I was just about to say Mambo number 5.
I'm a Scat Man. This is number one.
I'm Scat Man.
Honorable mentions. Technically, Jimi Hendrix is a one-hit wonder, and so is Janis Joplin.
no. Come on.
They are.
Rush is a one-hit
Rush
wonder.
is a one-hit. Grateful
is
Dead is a
not a
one-hit
one-hit
one. They've only had one top 40 hit.
They've had one top 40 hit.
Nick Mayer. Nick. He had Idols of March by Vehicle.
Is it Idols or
Idols.
Ides of March, I thought.
It says Idols, so it might be Idol. It might be switched over because of thing. Ram Jam
Idea.
by
It
Black
could be. I'm
Betty.
not familiar with the song. It could
Okay,
be
that's
Idols of
actually
March
really
for
Black. Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Ram
like
Jam.
that one.
Lit. Lit by My Own Worst Enemy. Wheatus by Teenage Dirtbag. Yeah,
We've had that one twice.
and Mountain, Mississippi Queen. Honorable mention: Dead or Alive, You Spin Me Around, Chumbawamba, and Aha, Take on Me. So there you go.
Wait, did they say one is Dead or Alive?
What?
song?
Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive by
The
You
band.
Spin Me Around. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You spin
Yeah.
me
I
around.
was like, come on.
So there you
Bon
go.
Jovi.
Chris, I'm going to throw this out here.
Okay.
Pet Shop Boys, 5 top 10 hits.
Get out.
Top 10. West End Girls, number 1.
Yeah.
It's a Sin, keeps at 9. What Have I Done to Deserve
What
This?
Have I
with
Done?
Dusty
What Have I-
Springfield,
Ah, yeah.
number 2. Opportunities, Let's Make Lots of Money, at number 10.
Yeah.
And their cover of Always on My Mind, number 4.
What?
Always on
I remember when they did that. They had a video for it. Yeah.
And then they had Domino Dancing at 18.
Okay.
My honorable mentions.
Real quick. Fucked up.
I don't know if they actually charted in the top 40 here. There would be Molly by Sponge.
Okay.
The Night We Met. I don't think it actually charted in the top 40 by Lord Huron.
Okay.
We'll have, I know, Mark Cohen's Walking in Memphis.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then, surprisingly, their only top 40 hit would be the Bloodhound Gang's Bad Touch.
That's not even the one I know from them, huh?
I was going to say.
Brian, did you have something?
I did.
ahead.
I also had Black Betty, and then Supermassive Black Hole by Muse.
Yes. Whoa, Muse had other. Really?
I'm pretty sure that's their only top 40.
While you look that up, we'll do the bad idea of the week, number 72. Brian, you want to do this one? Bad idea of the week?
Going into a zoo enclosure.
Just go to the zoo and look at the animals. Don't try to fucking touch them.
Oh, bad
Or
idea number 17, ranch cotton candy.
Feed the animals ranch cotton candy.
Ranch cotton candy, bad idea number 17.
You deserve to be eaten by the animal if you give them
If
that.
you give them that, you should be murdered by the animal.
But if you wrap yourself in ranch cotton candy, they might just ignore you.
Go ahead, Jeff. Muse.
Okay, Muse, their highest charting song at 45 is Madness.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, 37. They got one at 37. Madness was just Uprising.
Uprising.
Uprising was a big Neutron
one.
Star Collision topped at 77.
What's website is that?
Billboard.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no.
Why would you go to something other than Billboard to do Billboard Top 40?
All right, now my honorable mentions.
Real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah.
We've got time.
In the 70s, I've also got Mungo Jerry in the Summertime.
Yes.
Terry Jax's Seasons in the Sun. Let's see. In the 80s, I had Tainted Love and Twisted Sisters. We're Not Going to Take It.
Oh, that's a good one.
We're not going to take it.
In the 90s, I had Flagpole Sitta by Harvey Danger.
Take it.
Sex and Candy by Marcy Playground.
Take it.
And I had The Freshman by the Verve Pipe. In the 2000s, I had Jimmy Eat World, The Middle.
Oh, that's a good one.
Vanessa,
We played that on Rock Band a lot.
Yes, we did. Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles.
It's good. I like that one.
And
Follow up to the 500 miles.
The Proclaimers.
the
Also
band-
a one-hit
the
wonder.
band had a hit, and then the member from the band also had a hit, but I just threw it on there anyway. But Gnarls Barkley's Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And then Gautier's Somebody That I Used to Know from the 2010s.
Featuring Kimbrough.
Featuring Kimbrough, yes.
Doctor, thanks for having
He just gave up after that.
He said, I already got a number one hit. I can't get higher than that.
Yeah.
I think he's doing other things under a different name.
He's doing like movie scores
Yep.
and things like that.
Doctor, thank you for showing up.
Doctor.
Let's not make this another 4 years.
Doctor.
There's a lot of negotiations to get you here, and we appreciate you working with your people. They were very nice to get you here, so we appreciate that. So, yeah, let's not do this another 4 years.
That's okay. I fired them all tonight.
We had titles for the show real quick before we end here. I had Pierogi Talk with the Doctor. Thank you, Uncle Ken. Delicious and Suspicious. And that's it.
I had This is Nostalgic. And
This is nostalgic.
This is Nostalgic.
It is.
Anything else?
The whole thing for me.
And someone put a lid on it.
What do you got?
Let's see. I have download the episode, Ken. Fuck you, Doug. And douchebag penis.
Jeff?
I had Not With This Particular Food.
Okay.
Thank you, Uncle Ken. And I love you, Uncle Ken.
Mm-hmm.
It Doesn't Hurt. Irish Butter. Delicious and Suspicious. Nurse of Love. An All-Time Low. We are witnessing history tonight.
That's true.
And one very significant floppy.
Okay. Wow. What is that impression that I did? It was history.
Natasha.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Let's not do that again.
Sorry.
Natasha Leone.
So, download the episode, Ken, or somebody put a lid on it. What do you think?
Download the episode, Ken.
I'm going to vote for my uncle every time.
Download the episode, Ken. That's it.
Ken or
Uncle Ken. Yeah,
Uncle Ken. Uncle Ken. We appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you for my song.
Thank you.
Thank you for the
Hey,
pierogies.
you're welcome. Right.
Thanks for the
Actually, I'll
pierogies.
try to put it actually together for you.
And
All right?
Yeah.
we
Send
can
something out to you.
we can see your band, Brewer's Ton.
September 14th at the Fill-In in Bellevue, Kentucky.
Go see them.
Come on down. See us as a...
I know where that is.
The
Where
Brewer.
do you mean?
That's Brewer's Tongue. Check
It's
them out
actually
on
One
Facebook.
Rock Taylor now
Oh, no,
these
that's right,
days.
One Rock Taylor. My
One
bad.
Rock Taylor.
My bad.
That's right.
Wow, you blew
But
that
if you
one,
went
Jack.
to, but if you go to Brewer's Tongue, it'll take you to One Rock.
Yeah, see, that's what I
Brewer's
meant.
Tongue.
Go to
Yeah, that was our cover band days. So.
Yeah, One Rock Taylor. Go see them.
Is that your Fool Ensemble on the 14th?
No, we will be doing acoustic jams, covers of a lot of one-hit wonders like Come On Eileen and
867-5309.
yes, we will definitely do that song.
Okay.
Would you do Torn by Natalie Imbruglia?
We will. We will do every one-hit wonder we talked about tonight. So show up, everyone, and we might not do them all.
Are you just going to be playing this episode in the background so you like, as a song list?
I think that's the only reason he came on tonight, is to get an idea
Get
for
ideas for
songs
show.
to play.
Figure out what we're going to do for 3 hours on stage. Hey, shit, I've got an hour and a half of music. I don't know what to do.
You should make a lot of pierogies and throw them out to the crowd.
There you go. Oh,
You could be
Pierogi
like Insane Clown Posse, but pierogies.
You start throwing pierogies out to the
Don't
crowd.
ever be like Insane Clown Posse.
I don't know. They have a really loyal following, so they make money.
Well, they have a really loyal following, enough so that the government labeled them. As
Wait,
a
you're not talking about
gang.
my band.
No, I'm talking about...
Good. Okay, yeah, we do not have a loyal following.
no,
but we will after this episode, right? Because
Exactly.
6 million people will download. Is that right? Or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
Wait, no.
September 14th, folks.
I think you misunderstood. 6 people will download.
Hey, we're on YouTube Music now.
Yeah.
Million.
The biggest problem about 200,000 of our listeners are in Sweden
Or Alabama.
We don't
That's all right.
Then,
It's a quick connector flight through London to New York, over to Cincinnati, head down to Bellevue, Kentucky, the fill-in, used to be known as Miller's Fill-In, and we'll be playing Saturday, September 14th from 7 p.m. until you tell us to stop.
Or
I hear
you legally
Iceland
have to
Air
stop.
has some good.
Or we legally
flight
have
prices.
to stop, or, the Verve pipe comes in and says, don't play my music!
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are listening to a Hobie.